German.
Mm.
You remember our deal?
Oh, well, no, I don't know what I do.
Pause.
Bro, I'm as shocked as you are. This is my first time playing this game too, technically.
I can't believe it.
Believe what?
That Pause is somehow still alive.
What do you mean? They showed you clearly why she survives.
No, that is not what happened at all. It was the cliche retcon, and she didn't explode. It was an RPG or something.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Oh
it
my
clearly
gosh.
explains to you that you have a thing in your brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that you might hallucinate some things and you might remember things wrong.
Mm-hmm. And then it's you. So, on top of that.
Yeah.
I reject their reality and substitute it with my own. She's dead. This is fake. She's in post. It's Decoy Octopus. That's what it is. Decoy Octopus found her lifeless body in the ocean, copied her, and this is him.
Hey, that makes just about as much sense as anything else in this game.
It makes more sense than what they explained.
Well, I mean, I think you're also, kind of crazy for being like, oh, well, it was quiet, not fucking, what's her name? Sniper Wolf. Oh, that's dumb. It should have been Sniper Wolf. I mean, she only met Big Boss in Afghanistan. It should have, absolutely. Silly Chris. Why would it be fucking Sniper Wolf?
Well, I got a new theory about her now.
Quiet? Or Sniper Wolf?
Quiet. Quiet, yeah.
Okay.
Because she also photosynthesizes.
Mm-hmm.
So she is the N's granddaughter.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Hey, so we're recording, right, Noise? So
Yes.
So Chris, our last episode got me thinking, because Noise said he killed her and he didn't recruit her, and I was like, what? I'm like, you can actually kill her? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, And I asked him, could you go back and then recruit her if you wanted to? And he was like, I don't know. Good question. He goes, I'm not going to find out. So that got me going, what if I never fucking recruit her? Because I remember I told you I bailed on that mission? Because they were like, oh, retreat for now. I bailed on it. Mm-hmm. And then I was able to complete mission 12, right? Yeah. Without doing 11. And I told Noise, I was like, hey, dude, I'm like, now you got me trying something. I'm like, I'm going to try and beat this game without ever even fighting her ass. See if it forces me to fight her at some point. So Noise was like, oh, man. He goes, so we're going to have to rely on Chris for a lot of shit. Then I'm like, we'll see what happens, dude. So this is kind of like our Ghost Babel thing where it's we're all gonna be like, no, it was fucking left, right. We're like, no, dude, you're fucking crazy. So we're kind of like that where Noise killed her. I haven't even fucking talked to her. Yeah. I kind of ran away from her, and then you saved her. So we're like, all right, let's see what happens, dude. I'm actually genuinely interested.
So 3 different timelines.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Chris, have we met her before?
Quiet?
Uh-huh.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What?
No one knows, Chris.
Just wondering if you think we've met her before.
Yeah, just wondering. Just like Sherman was just wondering if Paz survives.
I was asking a genuine question.
Yeah.
People have survived worse shit, dude, in this game.
Explosions from inside of them.
People have survived full-on viruses that give them heart attacks.
That's true.
In an arm.
Yeah. It resided in the fucking arm.
It's a sock puppet. Stranger things have and will happen in this timeline.
All right. I'll give you that.
So how did you come across her? Quote unquote.
Pause?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was exploring because Noise told me, explore Mother Base.
But then you found the habitat, right?
Yeah, also. The creature habitat or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, oh, go exploring. So I was like, okay. So I was, and I was streaming on Discord one night, and robot showed up, and he's like, oh, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm just exploring Mother Base right now, just looking around. I was like, Noise told me to explore. I said, but I have no idea what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told him about the red door that I found. I gave that thing that, you can't go in. So I was like, does that mean there are some you can go in, or do they unlock throughout the game, or how does that work?
Mm-hmm.
And so he started kind of giving me not telling me where to go, but doing the hot cold thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to the medical, was it the medical? Yeah, it was the medical platform. And he's like, hot. And I was like, okay. So I'm going around and I see one of those doors that had blue on it, and he puts those like the two eyes emoji in chat, and I was like, oh, that must be something. So I go through and the door opens, and I go through, and then you push the button to go in, and of course pause is there, and I lose my shit, and I was like, freaking German. He knew this whole time. He knew this whole time. And I am going to follow with what I say. I'm going to Konami, Hideo Kojima, all of them. They're all going to die. The game is going to disappear. It's no more. So I hope you enjoyed it. I did while it lasted.
All right.
Yeah, the game will no longer exist. It will be a Mandela effect. No.
Like I said, I'm with you. That's why I sent that fucking sunny emote. I was like slicing my chest open. Or that was you, really. Just being like, dun, dun. And we're like, Chris, no, it's okay. Keep going.
Yeah. But yeah, the whole thing of like he turns back around and wait, check her again. It's like, no, that didn't happen. That's not what happened. So
that's what really happened. You remember it wrong.
No, because I was there when it played.
You have shrapnel in your head.
He didn't at that time.
Right, but you're telling me you've never remembered something wrong?
I have.
That's what this game is telling you. Your character's remembering things wrong.
I didn't remember anything that wrong.
The player, you were told something, and now you're being told the truth.
But
right?
you were told that she exploded when she didn't?
That's the way you remember. That's the way the character initially remembers it.
I choose to reject that reality and substitute my own.
So you're saying Miller and Ocelot are lying to you?
Miller, yes. Miller's lying about a lot of stuff.
Okay. Ocelot?
I don't trust Miller. Ocelot, I don't trust him either.
So then,
he's sus.
Who is this person that's in the room?
It's Decoy Octopus. Telling you, it's the first official appearance of Decoy Octopus.
Okay,
as a young boy, young girl in this case, but we don't know what Decoy Octopus's gender is.
True, yeah. So speaking of which, do some more exploring and see if you find Chico.
Oh boy. I found Hideo.
Like
he popped up again. Yeah, he popped up again. I think it was one of the rounds of what do you call them? Volunteers.
Nice.
And
I don't remember. I couldn't remember how to get him back.
Yeah, okay. He popped up and Ocelot's like, oh, remember old Mother Base? He was there when everything happened, or he was off the base at the time or something. And you sort of decided to join us again. I was like, damn you, Hideo.
If only you can find a Mother Base and choke him out for that. I bet you would fucking get your fill.
Oh man.
Smacking him around a bit like I do with the boss.
Speaking of which, did you see the what our listener Danny Boy posted about the event?
Well, I'm pretty sure most of it, but did I miss something? I mean, I wasn't reading anything about gameplay and stuff like that because he was like, "Oh yeah," I was like, "I don't want to read what you played. I just want."
Well, no, just the photos that he showed.
Yeah, the photos. Yeah, that was cool. Do that boss scene. That was for sure epic. I would have definitely loved to be in that room.
They
absolutely.
They hid like a Keraton somewhere, didn't they?
Oh no way! Really?
Oh, I don't think that's one of the pictures that he showed. There was some other posts on Reddit, and yeah, it made me think of your trip to Puerto Rico.
Oh, with the turtles?
With the turtles, yeah. And I was wondering, I was like, man, I wonder if they kind of did the same thing, like find the Keratons in this event.
That would be sick. And if you took like into a drawing or something, that would have been cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I was super jelly of him, but happy for him that he got to go and check that out.
Absolutely.
It's fucking awesome.
That was cool.
Absolutely. Shit, what is gonna be? Oh, so quick mission quick comment. Last checkpoint was rescue Huey, right? Or was that this one?
No, last checkpoint was quiet.
Just a quiet. Yeah. Okay, it was just a quiet. It was unlock the Huey. Okay, so we started this one with Huey, right?
Yeah, because the side op forces you into that canyon to fight quiet.
Okay. I wasn't 100% sure, but yeah, okay, cool. So let's get cracking then.
All right then. Welcome back, everybody, to Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast where German tells me what to do. And we discuss the Metal Gear games from 1987 all the way to the present in chronological release date order. I'm one of your hosts, Noise, codename Red Noise, and I'm accompanied by Chico and Paz. They have returned. German codename Chrono Riser. No, hello?
Oh, hey, guys, sorry.
Are you playing right
I told you, she's not real. She's not real. Proof.
And Chris, I can't believe it is Paz. Blue Rhino Paz.
Oh,
Hey, everyone.
I'm going to send you some butter that just says, I can't believe she's not dead.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I learned another technique, or I don't know if you'd call it that. Another thing you can do, I guess.
Yeah, technique or skill or whatever.
The game taught me.
Mechanic.
Yes, there you go. That's the appropriate word.
We did it, guys.
You can. We did it. You can kick the wooden boxes or use shotguns. And I could have sworn the thing said like, oh, you might find supplies in them or whatever. But I have kicked probably like 5 dozen wooden boxes, and I found absolutely nothing.
Kick wooden boxes?
What?
Yeah.
I know. What the fuck? What
you can
boxes?
CQC them, you kick them, and it breaks them open.
What wooden boxes are we talking about?
Like all over the map, just everywhere, different places.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So any wooden box you come across, well, most of them anyway, you can CQC them, you can kick them, and they'll break open. And
I think
could have
it's
sworn,
just like decorative breakable environment. I think that's all that is, dude.
okay, I thought that it said something like you might find supplies, but I don't know if it's like a super rare thing or what, because I've broken so many boxes.
I think you're remembering Rise in Revengeance.
No, because it told me in this game. Because I remember it was one of the nights I was streaming on Discord, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And of course, nobody was in there to see me to witness it, so no witnesses.
You seem like an unreliable narrator, Chris. Your memory is different than ours.
Well, maybe I'm a time traveler too, and I just don't know it.
No, you just have shrapnel in your head.
Okay, great.
Pulling an Iron Man.
You have a lawnmower blade stuck in your dome.
Yeah, it was one of those just tips that like pops up on the screen when it's loading, I read it on that.
Okay.
I was like,
I've never actually read that one. Okay.
So I tried it, and I've not found anything. So I don't know if it's a way to like maybe get the guard's attention too. I haven't tried that.
I won't lie. I've never known that mechanic. So
me neither, dude. That is news to me.
Yeah, I've done it a few times. I don't think I've done it while streaming.
I really expected German to be like, "Oh yeah," but he was so quiet that I was like, "Okay, I guess he doesn't know either because I don't fucking know."
Well, German, you're playing now, I assume, right?
I am playing right now.
Okay.
Kick
So yeah,
box.
go look for a wooden box.
I am actually looking for these boxes. I don't see any right now. I'm literally in a base.
Snake is kicking a box.
I'm looking for.
He's kicking a box. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know there's a lot of environmental, what do you call it, destroyables, if you will.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I figured it was.
Yeah. What is funny too is like sometimes I'm telling you, man, this game's mechanics, these games, AI slash the whole engine is fucked up, dude. I'm telling you, sometimes I can't explain why they see me from, because I'm measuring. I'm really testing this one like I did for Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm getting some more revival out of it for sure, right? So I'm like, ooh, I want to test like how far can they see me in this condition, and I'm marking them. So I'm like 60 feet, or is it feet or meters, whatever it's measuring, and I'm marking these numbers down. Man, there are times like we said, through walls, but there are times where like they will see me crouch walking from fucking 60 plus feet away, and I'm like, okay, because I'll get that little ching, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And there are times where like I literally like walked in front of them at 20, no storms, no nothing. They ain't fucking notice. There are times where I'll break bottles and chairs. I'm fucking clumsy, but they don't fucking make they don't turn around. And then other times, like I go to climb like a little ledge because That's the other enemy of this game. The boss of the game is little
The ledge
2 foot
boss.
ledges. Yeah. Yeah. Literally, you're trying to crawl over. And it's like, I can't crawl over it. It's like, you asshole. So I stand up. And then, like, I don't know. I guess I rustled my fucking suit too much. And then, like, me. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, game. So,
Or the floor is just a little bit too slanted, and it's just like,
yeah.
you know, dude, I'm upright. I'm completely upright. Can you just?
Yeah, there's times where they see my head when I'm like, dude, my head was like fully like not exposed, but whatever, you know, I don't know. Like I said, it doesn't ruin the game, but I am kind of like, man, make up your mind game. Like, when is it fucking when am I, you know, like there's, for the most part, it's still consistent. There's plenty of times where, yes, like it is consistent, but there are plenty of times where I'm like, whatever, fuck off.
I've noticed that
the flaws
too. Yeah.
definitely show up after. I mean, you're playing this game for so many hours.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna find the things that are wrong with this engine.
Mm-hmm. It takes 5 bullets from a stun rifle to knock someone out, and they wake up the fastest. I'll tell you that much right now.
5 bullets from a stun rifle?
Yeah, like rubber bullets.
Now, if you
like
get a headshot, it's just 1.
Well, okay. Oh my. Not if you coat it in poach and fucking sleeping ammo.
I'm just saying, if you get a headshot,
I know. But I'm like telling you, I've been experimenting because I'm like, it doesn't matter. Other than head, it don't matter if it's chest, legs, back, arms. 5 shots. 5 shots.
5 shots to the toe, and they're knocked out.
5 shots is all it takes. And then actually, it also somehow adds to like the sleep. So like, if you shoot them, I think it's 3 times anywhere in the body, and then shoot 1 tranquilizer round anywhere in the body, is an instant fall asleep. Yeah. But I mean, at that point, well, I guess you have the SMG that is silenced. If you don't have the SMG that's silenced, you're like exposing yourself right away anyway. So
yeah.
All right. Well, that was another edition of German is testing absolutely everything in the game
for no fucking reason.
or what is it? It's German stabs a tree 100 times.
Yes, dude, I'm still proud of that one. Like, the textures are like everywhere for no fucking reason, dude. Or like they have different textures for different shit, you know.
And you
like
better believe he's gonna do it again in Delta.
Oh yeah, I wonder how many more they upped it to. Dude, stop spotting me. Who the fuck is spotting me? I'm gonna kill you, dude.
All right. Well, yes. If you ignore quiet, kill quiet, or recruit quiet, you basically have this side mission. I forget what it's called.
Oh, really?
But that side mission is the one that takes you to Huey. It's called like Rescue Huey or something, right?
Yeah, I think it's
something about Dr. Emmerich. Yeah.
Well, because at first it's just saying there's a doctor that's trying to defect, and then when
make
you
contact with Dr. Emmerich.
Yeah, when you get there, you find out it's him. So then you get the cutscene. And you find out it's Huey, so then it turns into Rescue Huey because he gets taken away by Salah. No, he doesn't get taken away. Sahelanthropus. Fucking Skullface walks out.
I have no idea.
Sahelanthropus.
Yes, Sahelanthropus. Yeah.
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu.
But yeah, so this mission. All right.
But yeah, there's what happens in the cutscene though? You're just gonna glaze over it? What happened?
Well, Skullface is there, right? And he fucking Huey's walking, right, Chris?
Yeah, he got pushed down the stairs again.
Again, yeah, technically. And
it seems Skullface is upset with Huey, because like I guess the mech isn't ready or something like that. Like he's just not happy with Huey's performance.
Yeah, something.
And so that's why he says, "I'm taking your legs back," which means either Huey or Skullface or both together worked on giving him some legs.
Well, I imagine what it was Huey had the know-how and Skullface just like funded it or whatever.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking too. Or at the very least, Skullface had some not just funding, but like maybe some like some documents that were like, oh yeah, like, you know, and then he was like, oh, I could definitely use this, you know, since we agreed that Hal fucking 100% has stolen everything he has, you know, he's never made anything up himself. It's all fucking somebody else, you know, somebody else's work. Right.
Yes. Yeah.
So like father, like son, maybe he was like, you know, Skullface presented him with like, oh, well, you can't walk. Check out these things. And he's like, oh, I can make that work.
Yeah, and so he falls down the stairs, and Chris, what does he do?
I don't remember. Crap.
I know. I gotta find out myself. What does he do? Pee himself?
Pisses himself.
Does he?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes.
The long tradition of one pissing themselves in Metal Gear
Yeah,
Solid
like
games.
father, like son. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I think he did also in Peace Walker, didn't he?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Someone had to have pissed themselves in Peace Walker.
Yeah.
Most likely it was Huey, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think Hal had more of a reason to piss himself than Huey did. I mean, it's not that you wouldn't be fearful of Skullface, but like he pushed you down the stairs, whereas Huey or Hal was hiding from freaking
fucking ninja.
robot ninja guy. Yeah.
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 Yeah, but anyway, so Skullface fucks off with Sahelanthropus, right? Is that how you
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What does Sahelanthropus look like, by the way, Chris?
It looks like I don't know.
Like a some kind of walking metal thing.
Oh, like Metal Gear, yeah.
Well, just fucking around. No, I know, just fucking around.
It does look familiar.
The head. What does the head look like?
Ray.
No.
No?
I'll give you a clue again.
Oh, Rex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, this is where I have a complaint finally about this game.
Oh my god.
I'm tired of seeing.
All right, let's
Want you to
make
prepare
sure we
yourself?
get this. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm tired of seeing Rex's head on everything because we saw it on the geckos in 4,
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
and now we're seeing it again on Sahelanthropus on a Metal Gear that's 20 years in the past from Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah, 21 years, I think. Yeah, because this is 84, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's lore wise, it doesn't make any sense, and also it makes me question Yoji Shinkawa's creativity.
Oh, good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like Kojima's telling you to go nuts, but yet at the same time, it's almost like, is Kojima telling you to make these fucking things look like Rex? And and he's restraining your creativity, or you're literally like, hey, everything should look like Rex. Ray didn't look like Rex.
True.
And I love Ray. Like the way Ray looks is just so unique, you know.
Perhaps it's convergent evolution.
Oh shit! Big words.
Care to explain?
So convergent evolution is where different species evolve similar adaptations or look similar because of their environment or things like that. There are sea creatures that look like crabs that are not crabs.
Okay. Yeah.
Things like that. Or like what's another example? Like the kangaroo mouse and kangaroo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously they're not the same thing. They have similar ways of locomotion, but they're not the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I get you. So would this be the predecessor then? Was this what everything eventually looked like?
Well, no, because that would be saying like it's the original species, and then they kind of branch from there, which is another possibility.
Uh-huh.
But it's just that it was made for a purpose, and that purpose works. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
True. I will tell you one thing. I'm skipping tiny bit ahead, but it's just a tiny bit. I'm tired. Noise is sick of the Ray look. I'm tired of the fucking weapon to surpass Metal Gear. A weapon to like how many fucking times? And it's always a Metal Gear for crying out loud.
Well, how many times can it say kept you waiting, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
And the reason Ray looks different than Rex and the other ones is because Ray was made to be an anti-Metal Gear, not a Metal Gear.
That's true. God damn, dude.
Amphibious.
He is 100%. Yeah, see?
But still, literally other Metal Gears. We've run into many Metal Gears, right?
Yeah.
Metal Gear TX, what is it? TX88?
I don't know. 66,
something like that?
I don't know. I'm just making that up. Okay.
Yeah, that one looks radical. I want to see something like that, like 80s inspired robot. Metal Gear 2, what the fuck did that thing look like? I don't even remember.
I don't fucking remember either. Like a robot. Honestly, I'm not. I'm a bit. No, but I am a bit robot.
Robot agnostic.
No, robo-racist. They all look like fucking Metal Gear to me.
they all look the same to me. Yeah, Metal Gear D also look different. And then we got Metal Gear Solid, who is Rex. Then we got Ray. Then we got, I mean, Shagohod was not really Metal Gear. Arsenal.
Arsenal was, yeah.
We
They just
had
call it Metal Gears, but Arsenal was like also a flying fortress, quote unquote.
flying. No.
Yeah. No, it didn't fly. It was just in the sea. It was in the sea. Never mind.
Yeah, just in the sea. I think you're thinking about Avengers.
I was going to say Avengers.
What's the other one? The one in Ghost Babel. Very different. Trying to think of other ones. It's just why it seems like unnecessary fan service at the expense of unique design.
I don't think it's fan service. I just think maybe he likes, but that's what he likes drawing. Just like Final Fantasy fucking character creators, they always design the same character over and over again.
They all look different.
I was gonna say, have you played Final Fantasy?
Yeah,
games?
all the Final Fantasy characters, they all look different.
To an extent, but they're always, or Square Enix as a general. Then, like, there's always just like that generic fucking pretty boy kind of character, in my opinion.
Yeah, but they all look different.
They're all anime characters.
Yeah, there you go, anime.
Yeah, but still, and all anime characters look different, right? Are you gonna tell me that Goku
Here we go.
and Gohan look exactly the same?
Depending on the hairstyle.
That's not true. Gohan never had Goku hairstyle. Goten, however, is a spitting image of Goku.
That's true. That is true.
But that's
also okay. I'm gonna stop playing because I'm definitely like 100% distracted.
No, keep playing.
Man, that argument went nowhere. I was expecting to be the guy smoking the pipe while the two people are fighting in the sand meme.
With which one? The Metal Gear one?
No,
or
there's
the
a
anime.
There's a meme. The anime one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, here, let me bring in something I don't know anything about, but these two know a lot about, and I'm gonna watch them fight it out. But anyways, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just, it makes Rex less unique, you know?
Yeah.
I love Rex the way he is. He's all boxy and weird looking, and Ray was smooth and agile, and it's just this thing. This is one of my gripes with 5, especially a very upright walking Metal Gear, because lore-wise, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's just Kojima telling Yoji, like, go nuts and we'll put it in the game. And I guess this is what he came up with.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well,
that's Sahelanthropus.
Well, that's the Sahelanthropus. So is this the first time we see the walkers, right?
Yeah.
Not yet. Because
you're right. Yeah.
We're still, so we're just getting.
Oh, in the cutscene. Yeah. We haven't rescued.
Yeah. So
him yet.
They take him away, and then now you have to make your way out of this fucking place. And there's a goddamn gunship in the air.
Yeah.
And it's pretty fucking well guarded. How did you fare, Chris, getting out of this place?
I didn't have any problem at all.
Okay.
Yeah. I just waited for the gunship. I actually went. I explored this area for a little while because I was like, I'm not ready to leave. Like, because they're like, oh, we have to go after him. I was like, screw that. I'm going to explore this area first. And so I got both the soldiers. I put them to sleep. And actually, I took one of them with me. I folded them so we had some good stats. Went around looking at different stuff and kind of exploring and everything. And wondered how I was going to get the containers out of there because there's a roof in there, so you can't just fold them out. Not that I had that Fulton yet at that point, but yeah, looking around and just kind of explored and everything. And by the time I got out there, the airship had already like left the area and like flew to the other side of the base. And I was like, okay. And so I like ran most of the way out. I ran just around the back of the building, and I think a sandstorm had just popped up as I was exiting, and so it was like perfect cover. So I just used that. I ran past everyone, and it had gone away just as I was like just outside of the reach of that guy there at that like first part of the base, the power plant. You know what I'm talking about, where they had the gun stuff.
Yeah.
I was just out of sight of him. I dove right at the end of the sandstorm and crawled the rest of the way, and it worked out perfectly. So, and then the gunship wasn't an issue at all. So I got.
Did you grab the delivery schedule
or the ticket?
Yes. Yeah. The itinerary. Yes, I did.
Okay. Don't forget to grab those, man. That's your fast travel.
Yeah. I actually wanted to try to use that to get there. And I was in alert And I didn't realize that you can't do that while you're in alert, which it makes sense now that I think about it.
Yep.
And I was like, why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? I was like, fuck, screw it. Just I'll walk or whatever. So I just travel there on foot. Because you start out at that one area where you track him and they're like, oh, they took him to, the back of the power base or whatever, or the power plant. And I was like, crap, now I got to go all the way over there. And cause I grabbed that one time I went to the power plant to explore to see if I could shut off power for everyone. So yeah, I tried to fast travel there then, but I was in alert apparently, and not like active alert, but one of those things where like, oh, keep an eye out for him.
Yep.
And so it still didn't work, and I was like, dang it, all right, I'll just go.
Yeah, you might as well leave. Like, it takes so long.
Yeah.
For them to chill out so that you can use the fast travel that it's like not even fucking worth it. Like,
yeah, so like I was like, yeah, I'm patient, I'll just go. So
okay. So you end up going to another pretty big area.
Yes.
It's got like they're kind of like huge bunker style buildings.
Yeah,
right?
It reminded me of like an old airport kind of.
Yeah.
Hangars,
that's what it is, right?
Big hangars. They're big hangars, yeah.
And they have helipads there, so it has to be just an old military base type of thing. I think it says on there what it is, but can't remember exactly what it. But yeah, that's sorry, I forgot to say this is Mission 12, Hellbound. So yeah, so for me, since I don't have checkpoints, if I have to start over, I have to start over from the power plant.
Oh,
yeah.
Ouch.
Which is fun, but as long as I have my itinerary, I could just teleport my ass over there.
Yeah, that's true.
But getting to that orange spot, the little, what is it called? It's just the platform in the power plant area is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, because there's a lot of guys there. Yeah.
Yeah, so just getting there so I can fucking fast travel is like, dude. But yeah. But yeah, how'd you manage this area? No big deal?
It wasn't too bad. I think I got alerted once, I think. And I had to run. There's an area where it's like you go in, and I basically just kept to the right side along that whole way. And then there's like a little guard post there. I knocked that guy out. And then it kind of like opens up to the right a little bit. And there's like a little short wall out there. There's like some targets set up for them, target practice. And I had alerted, and I ran out past that wall and jumped over it and hit on the other side. And it was like right in the corner there. And I'm glad I hid where I did, because the helicopter that's in that area will come over there to that area and shine its light. But because I was in that corner, it didn't like turn to see me, but it saw the other side, which I thought about going over that way. And I was like, should I go over that way? I was like, no, I'll stay here, just in case it comes over this way and starts looking for me. And sure enough, it did. And passed right over the area where I was going to be hiding. And I was like, crap, it would have seen me for sure. And, that would have been the end of that and everything. So I waited there until they went into the standby or whatever, like, oh, you keep an eye out for him or whatever. And then the helicopter just resumed its normal flight pattern, which was easy to avoid. Once it's doing that, it's pretty easy to stay out of that area, because it has a pretty wide area that it flies in. So I jumped back over the wall, and I kind of like swung around wide, and I found a couple guards, and I would spit it out, interrogate them or whatever. And I think I got some blueprints or something, and then they told me about a couple of stashes, and that was it. Nothing too big. And then I finally got to where Huey was being held, and it was. Now,
I watched you go into this, or try to get into this building. You were already at the door.
Yeah.
And where Huey's at?
He was inside. And Chris was so worried about D-Dog.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He was like, come on, D-Dog, come inside. And he's like calling him. And I'm like, leave him. He'll come. Don't worry about him. And he's like, no, D-Dog, come. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like,
I didn't know if there were going to be people inside there, and I should have realized there weren't. But yeah, it was one of those things. Yeah, because he would stand at the door, so the door would stay open, and I walked in. But when you walk in a certain distance, D-Dog just turns around and goes wherever, and the door closes. I was like, no, D-Dog, come back in. So I went back to the door and I called him, and again he would come right up to the door, and I'm like, okay, come on in. And I walked a little way in, and I tried calling him, but he would just stand there. He wouldn't go in through the door. And yeah, I did keep trying to get him in there and it wouldn't work. So
That's how
finally, Noise was like, "Forget about it." I was like, "All right, fine."
But then also you went back outside.
Yeah, well, because it was a different building.
No, you were in the correct building.
Was I?
You were in the building that Huey was in.
Oh,
I think, what did you even do? I don't know. You went back outside and I was like, and because I looked away and I come back and I'm like, why is he up? What is he doing? Like he was already in there. Like what the fuck is going on? He doesn't, I thought you had Huey with you and I was like, he doesn't have Huey with him. And then I don't know, you were doing something outside and then you went back in and then finally got the cutscene with the mammal pod.
yeah.
What'd you think of that?
I was a little shocked. I was like, "Oh, they're bringing the AI pods back," and yeah, so it was interesting to see that. And it recognized Snake, and then it didn't recognize him. It was like, "Snake, no, that's not you," or something like that, or "You're different," or something. I don't know. But was that the boss? Is that same AI pod, mammal pod?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, she.
Sorry, I'm eating a burger right now.
She recognized him at first, but then she's like, "No, it's not you," or "You're different," or something, or "Something's different about you." So I don't know if that means she can see him, or if she can like sense him, or like what's going on that she can tell something's different. Like, is it the shrapnel that's sticking out of his head, and that's what's different, or is it like
he's lost weight,
right?
Jenny Craig has worked wonders for you. So I wasn't sure exactly like what she meant by something was different. If it's like you're acting different, or there's your place that something's different about your mindset or physically. I don't know. So that was interesting. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he does have a giant ass mullet, so maybe she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
No,
with
he
that,
got a
huh?"
ponytail.
Oh yeah, ponytail. Sorry.
The boss doesn't like the ponytail. She's like, "That's my thing."
Yeah. Even
maybe that's why he's doing it.
Even she realizes he's not the boss.
Chris.
It's a meta thing. It's a meta gaming, and she's like, "Wait, you're Kiefer Sutherland. You're not David Hayter.
Like, you look like Jack, but you fucking sound completely different. You're not Jack.
You sound like
Who
a
are you?
different Jack. You sound like a Jack Bauer." Wasn't there a movie or TV show where someone named their cat Jack Bauer?
Maybe. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I can't remember where that's from. It's from something. But yeah, Huey interrupts and he says it's just the AI pod. And how does he react to Snake, Chris?
I don't remember. I think he comments on the thing in his head, right? The shrapnel.
Yeah, he kind of like looks at his face because your face is all mangled and shit.
Yeah.
And for like a second, he doesn't recognize you. He's like, "You're not," and he goes, "Snake, is that you?" He kind of does like the little kid from Hook, like, "There you are, Peter," type of thing.
Yeah.
And finally recognizes that it's you because you're just like, you look so fucking different with a fucking horn sticking out of your head. But yeah, I think, I don't remember if it was this cutscene or the one before where he's talking to Skullface, but I think they mentioned something about how they can't use AI this time with the Metal Gears.
Yeah, because it has to be manned. That's why he was freaking out. He's like, "How'd they finish it? Like, they shouldn't be able to work because they had to be manned." And
well, no, that part doesn't happen yet.
That's when you
That's when you finally rescue them. But yeah, we forgot about those Metal Gears. We forgot about the fucking Metal Gears from Pierce Walker, and the one from Portable Ops canon. Those are all different fucking looking. But yeah, he says, so yeah, I think that's what he talks to Skullface about. It's like, yeah, we can't use the AI pods. And that the seat is like too small or some shit, right? Didn't he say something like that?
No. He says, I do remember this. He says that they couldn't use the AI for, I don't remember like word for word, but because he had to make the head smaller. That's what it was. So he could stand upright. So because the head was smaller, he couldn't put pods in there. Oh, because originally he was mad that like the original models had the AI on the outside, making them vulnerable to attack. So he wanted to put it on the inside, but then the head would be too big. It'd be top heavy. So they shrunk the head. And he says his plans were to make it like Zeke, where it would flood the chamber with water, I guess, to keep it cool. I really don't remember why. Yeah. The fucking Zeke gets flooded with water, right? I mean, that's what they kind of claim, that it gets too hot in there or some bullshit like that. But that's what he was trying to do. But I don't know. I think he was that for sure. I know. And then I think he was saying like but we still weren't at that point yet. So how is it walking? Is what he's surprised. He's like, it shouldn't be fucking up and running, like, because I haven't made it yet, you know?
Yeah, because it did walk in the where the bee's knees.
Yeah, we didn't saw
mission.
the hand though, but yeah, it did walk.
Yeah. All we saw was his feet.
Yeah, the feet and the claw that reached out and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and so fucking you kind of just take Huey hostage, right? Because everyone is kind of blaming him for what happened 9 years ago at Mother Base, right? He allowed this fucking ambush to happen, basically. And so he's being blamed for that, right? So, yeah, so you do that. And then he also says, let's take the walker. And again, you have Miller and Ocelot fighting over what you should do, like with Quiet. And you seem very upset at Miller every time he's like, don't use it. You know, we can't trust him. Because I remember hearing you going like, what the fuck, Miller? Like, I'm going to take it. Like, why are you being such a like, we can use this thing. Like, what's wrong with you?
Well, I just don't understand why he's so contrarian. Like, it makes me sus of him. Like, are you trying to hide something? You're trying to cover something up? What the hell? Like, I don't know. I don't like the fact that he's telling me don't do that.
I mean,
I'm the boss.
He did like betray us in Peace Walker, right? When you think about it, he fucking let Cypher in just so he can build this fucking army that you didn't want. Remember that?
Yeah.
So Miller seems like he doesn't have your best interests. It seems like.
Yeah.
But you think for sure he seems like a different person compared to the Miller we knew from Peace Walker, in my opinion. Obviously,
I don't know. I feel like he's this worse. I think he's worse.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean.
Like he's not being so sneaky about it this time, right? Because last time he was your best friend, he was manipulating you, but this time he's like, no, do what I say.
Yeah.
If that's what you mean.
No, I meant it more as in like he's just super bitter right now. You know, like that's what I mean. Like his personality wise, he like, you know, obviously he lost an arm and a fucking leg, but yeah, you know, like I said in Peace Walker. Yeah, because in Peace Walker, it was a lot of like, even when we had like shit that would go wrong with like the Chico or Paz or fucking Galvez and anything, he was just like not as pissed off, you know. He's like, they betrayed us, but it's all right, we'll do this, or you know, a Snake, we can make it right, you know, blah blah blah, you know. Here he's like, fucking Huey, I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch, you know. He's just fucking pissed, you know. He's pissed at like everything, and like I said, and I get it, rightfully so, he's pissed, but yeah. I can definitely see him. Like,
I get what you're saying. He's not holding back.
He's not chipper. He's not chipper. Like I said, and why would he? But yeah, he's definitely pissed.
Yeah. Well, I like the scene too where they bring Huey back and they're questioning him and everything. And they're getting ready to give him that truth serum. And Huey's like, "Is that truth serum?" And like, "No, it's stronger." Something
stronger,
truth serum. Yeah, so it's still truth serum.
Yeah.
He's like, "Not again." And then I think it was Miller that makes a comment like, it's not working. Maybe because he's telling the truth. Like,
I did join your stream when you said that. Yeah, because
you know, like, is it that, like, especially if you're using truth serum, you know, he's not exactly a trained soldier. He's not trained to resist this kind of stuff. You know, so is it so far fetched to think that he's telling the truth? And that's why I think
that's why you're sussing him.
Miller is trying to cover something up.
Yeah, whether it's the truth or not, it's what he believes. So he's gonna say what he believes. Like when you're
that's very true.
When you're running off with him, with or without the walker, he says, you know, you guys are blaming me for what happened 9 years ago, but you're the reason. You know, he's blaming you. You're the reason the inspection happened in the first place because we should have never had that nuke.
Yeah.
Right. So he's blaming Snake for all this. He's like, you're the one that everyone should be fucking mad at, not me.
Well, even and more than just a nuke too, it was the whole the private army. The private
army, yeah.
The private army is like, dude, like you're the one that drew attention because like they keep saying that prior to us there was nothing like us before that, you know. There was guerrilla fighters, but nothing that was organized and well oiled, if you will, you know. So yeah, they keep saying that like we started technically all the PMCs and from the future. It was, and from this timeline, what are they called right now? Not timeline, this point in time. They're called PFs, private something forces or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. They're not PMCs yet, but yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think of the escape sequence with that with Sahelanthropus? Because Huey goes like, "Yeah, what the fuck? Why is it upright? How'd they finish it without me?"
That was it was interesting. I like the idea of it. The actual execution, I was probably doing something wrong, I'm sure, but I hated it. Because they're like, oh, sneak around, hide behind those rocks. So I hide behind the rocks. He would see me behind the rocks and start attacking me, and then break those same rocks with its fist. And they're like, oh, hurry up and go hide somewhere. And so I would. And it's like, oh, stay there until until it forgets about you or whatever. So I would, and then it would it turned around and was facing the other way. So I started moving, and the exact time I move out of the rocks, it turns around and looks at me again. It's like, you gotta be freaking kidding me.
Also,
and
for some reason, you left the goddamn walker behind.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
you had it, and then you got out and you're like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna book it." And I was like, "What the fuck? You just left the walker?"
That's fun.
Well, because I didn't know at the time you could run in the walker. I thought it was just a walk.
Oh.
I didn't know it could run, so
it wasn't a D runner.
Yeah, exactly. It's a D walker, a D strider, really. D stroller, I guess, because it strolled. But yeah. So I was like, "There's no way I'm going to be able to outrun this thing in this." So I was like, "I'm just going to run, carry him on my back," and it didn't work out so well. Because one of the achievements or one of the things for that mission is to escape without Dr. Emmert getting hit, and I did not get that. So. Yeah, he took a few bullets, I guess.
I thought I did the session without taking the walker. I just carried him on foot, and I did that whole section without a single alert. And even the Calantropus, I was able to kind of can I talk about my little experience real quick? So yeah, I get to the fucking.
It's all what this podcast is about.
So I get to the part where like he's like, oh, we gotta take them out through the front, or where whatever, the chopper's gonna pick us up like at the front of the fucking entrance of this place, right? And by the way, the chopper's floating there forever. No one's fucking batting an eye, but no, you get close enough to it, and then all of a sudden it's like, all teams fire, focus on the chopper. I'm like, all right. So I start walking my way.
A stupid fucking landing zone.
Oh no shit! There's way better ones.
They don't know it's there because their cameras haven't turned to it yet.
Yeah. Well, because you as a player have
they don't hear it.
Yeah, I know. And so anyway, so he's getting shot, right? And so I'm like, cool. I was able to sneak up to the chopper. He's starting smoking, but I'm like, all right, cool. I made it, right? Fucker's not landing. Boom, they take him out of the sky. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Minus 1,000 points or whatever the cost is of losing men. All right, whatever. Call another one, right? Yeah. They call another one. It's called Pequod as well, which is funny, right? Yeah. So Pequod comes in, and, I'm chilling there because there's still an alert, right? Because they know something's up, right? And I'm waiting. Chopper comes in, and it's floating. And they're like, oh, focus on the chopper. And they're shooting him. I'm like, any day now. Like, come down. He doesn't come down. He gets blown out of the sky again. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So, and I knew it had to be chopper because like it said like pick, you got to be picked up. I'm like, I can't exit via Fuchs. I had the whole base was like pretty much clear minus a few soldiers that I didn't want to recruit because they were worthless to me. So I call in a third chopper and he's up in the sky and he's not coming down. And I'm like, a glitch, right? And then I said, it's because I was 30 feet away from him. I had to be directly under him for him to fucking descend. You stupid. Again, 100 feet, I get it. 50 feet, fine. But I was like 25 feet at most. And I was like, dude, and I get closer to him. He's like coming down as he's smoking. I'm like, oh, you stupid idiot. I'm like, we lost two guys because you didn't think I was close enough.
You lost two Pequods.
Yeah. So then it triggers the cutscene. And I kind of did forget about it, but, I wasn't too like it kind of came back to me. I actually escaped pretty fucking easily. I really don't know how.
Minus two Pequods.
Yeah, right. Minus two Pequods because they never saw me. They saw Pequod, not me though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you made it out. Come on, Pequod didn't.
but somehow, yeah. When I fucking did that one, I think I got like almost every single achievement, even the question marks, except for the Huey takes no damage, and I'm like, when the fuck did Huey get shot? Like, I was never caught. So I have no idea. So I was kind of like, fuck you, game. I was like, fuck off. I'm like, I don't know. I was a little bitter because I'm like, Huey did not
take mental damage, emotional damage.
Yeah, possibly. But yeah, hold on. I was going to go earlier, right after the cutscene where you see where Huey gets taken away and shit, right? And Sahelanthropus goes back into the cave. I don't know why. Maybe I wasn't paying that much attention at that moment. I was exploring that quote unquote hangar like trying to figure out how to get into the fucking thing. And I'm like, where's the door? I'm like, where's the entrance?
Mhm.
I was there for a solid minute trying to figure out how to get past those two giant, fucking doors, if you will. And then I was like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? I'm like, where? And so I was like, because I had already, Fulton the guards that were in that area, like everything I could, minus those containers, like you said, Chris, right? So I'm like, I can't get these containers.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. I'm like, where do I go? So I started even shooting my fucking unsuppressed weapon to see if I can get guards to come and, appear from somewhere. And I'm like, oh, that's where you got to go. And then I looked at my map. I looked at my map and I'm like, oh, I gotta like backstep and go all the way. I'm like, oh fuck, my bad. I spent so much time there, dude. Like, I was a little pissed off at myself. If I would have been streaming that, you guys would have been super disappointed in me as a soldier. As a
no,
Metal
we would
Gear.
have been appointed that you were streaming.
Yeah, I guess. But anyways, yeah. So
no, for me,
I avoided the walker,
fucking-
and yeah.
I made it all the way to the door with the two guards are there guarding the Huey's door, and I don't know how, but they alerted as soon as I got there, which means the door gets locked.
Oh,
and I was like, fuck, and this is my first try. Like I'm like all the way there,
Yeah.
and I'm in the grass. I'm
And
rolling
it's a
around so they don't see
long
me.
way to get there. Yeah.
Dude, yeah. And I'm like rolling around, like, okay, they're not going to see me. And somehow they were just like, and I was like, what in the fuck? So everything closed down. And then they just like, dude, this mod that I'm playing on, these guys are fucking relentless. If they have shotguns, they do not let you get up, bro. Like it was just like, bam, 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 and I died. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was like, I couldn't even get up. I just died. And it's like, restart from checkpoint. I'm like, okay. And it was all the way back at the power plant. And I was like, motherfuckers, dude.
But by the way, quick, I found
then I did it fine
a
the second
crate
time,
that
but
Chris
Jesus.
is talking about. Yeah, there's apparently crates around that you can break. Fucking
Stuff inside?
No, mine didn't have shit in it, but
What the fuck? That's so weird.
yeah, I've never seen them either. I mean, I might have broken them before, not but
Like made
I've
out of
never heard that
pallets or what?
conversation. Mine was just kind of just in
There's
near
like the
walls.
big wooden crates. There's like the long, thin ones. There's all sorts of different boxes you can break. Yeah.
Like mine was a big square green one for sure.
Yeah.
Green, yeah.
Wow. I've never
Yeah.
noticed these boxes. Okay. Interesting. I almost half expect the soldier to be hiding in there like in
No shit, dude.
Rising Revengeance.
But I never got that codec like I said that Chris says he got. So I'm interested like where that codec came from and like is there something you can find? Like
Was it the codec?
No,
or
it
just
wasn't the
tips?
codec. It was the tips. Yeah.
Oh, tip. Oh, a
The
tip.
loading
The loading
screen,
screen.
yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Huh. Okay. Well, yeah, I didn't have any trouble with Sahelanthropus either because I stayed on the walker and I just walked away. I just fucking didn't care that he was shooting at me. I just went until, it just takes you to that one spot where it's just like, you're clear, fucking Pequod's coming, whatever. Just go around the corner. Cause yeah, there's literally a like a certain distance where he just stops following you.
Yeah, that's what it kind of felt like to me too.
So yeah, you just keep going and then it's like, okay, arriving shortly at LZ, whatever, blah, blah. And
So you just kept going down the road. Okay. I didn't
Oh,
try
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just ignored Silent. I was like, I know this isn't a real fight. I'm out of here. So I just fucking left.
Well, until you get in the chopper.
Yes, and you get in the
Yeah.
chopper, and then you have to start shooting his little, because he has little drones that he uses to find
Yeah.
you. So you can shoot those out of the sky. He also shoots like missiles at you that you can shoot out of the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like a fucking Zack Snyder ass.
He jumps at you. Yeah.
Yeah, he jumps at you, and you just have to fucking shoot him in the face until he explodes.
Yeah.
Or she? What's Sahelanthropus? But yeah, and
Asexual.
then that's fucking Hellbound. That's mission 12.
Yeah. And what a mission it was.
Indeed. Which takes us over to Pitch Dark. What is this one? I can't remember.
I don't either, but
Okay. So now, Chris, we have a whole new map.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're in Africa now.
Yes. So Pitch
Well, I
Dark.
guess-
Good.
I guess technically, well, no. Afghanistan's not in Africa. It's the Middle East. It's
That's
not
correct.
Africa, right? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Part of Eurasia.
Right. Pitch Dark. You have to take out like an oil. What is this place? What is this place?
Refinery or something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Shut down the oil transfer pump. Now this one was real fun for me. Because obviously I don't have anything. I rolled up in the Jeep, fucking jumped out like a Hollywood star. first I tried sneaking, and I got pretty far, and then didn't realize the guy in the tower right at the beginning. I didn't notice him at all, and he hadn't noticed me either for like minutes. I was just like, man, I must have been perfectly out of his periphery, because at a certain point, all of a sudden he was just like, hey, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, where'd you come from? So I got fucking blasted. But yeah, after that I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking do this Rambo style. So I fucking rolled through, grabbed the guy with the biggest gun, took his shit, fucking drew attention to that side of the map, and then I went around everybody, basically, because everyone was focusing their attention on that side of the map. And I just went all the way around and then made my way up the stairs, right? Because you had to go into the room to... What do you have to do there? You have to interact with the computer for some reason.
Shut down
the pumps or something. Yeah.
The pumps, and then destroy the tanks themselves or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, shut down the pumps, and then by then they had already found where I was. It was a fucking massacre. I basically pulled a 300 and used that door as my hot gates. You know, their numbers counted for nothing because they were just like all funneling into this one door. So there were just bodies there, bodies. And then fucking finally make it out. There's still more people out there, but I finally make it out, jump my ass down, get over to the actual pumps themselves. And guess what? I don't have any fucking C4 on me.
Okay.
Yeah. So what am I to do? Well, I remembered I picked up some claymores. So I had claymores on me. Yeah, I had some claymores on me. So I positioned them facing the pumps, and I was like, okay, I'm going to lure someone to come over here. And apparently they just didn't want to. They're just like, nope, because, you know, I'm high alert. So they're keeping their distance. They're shooting me from a distance. And I'm like, you motherfuckers, like, can you just fucking come here? You know, I'm like, D-Dog, come here. Come inside. And fucking, I was making fun of Chris right there.
Yeah.
But
you couldn't shoot the claymore yourself?
I couldn't get out of the platform because it's like a bridge. So I was stuck in between both the claymores like an idiot because I put them. I was like, I fucking trap myself in here. And I was like, man, I could probably jump over this railing, but then how am I going to set them off because they don't want to go up there? Mm-hmm. And like you said, like I could shoot them, but like I didn't have like a good angle. So I was like, the fuck am I gonna do? I was like, fuck it. I just ran up there and I just jumped in front of one of the claymores. Nice. And fucking, it caused the cutscene to happen. Yeah. It caused the cutscene to happen. It blew everything up. And I was like, dude, I'm probably dead. But I was like, wait, no. If the cutscene happened, I'm alive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You survived.
And so yeah, the cutscene ends, and I'm there, and I'm like weak. I'm like, dude, I need to fucking run. And yeah, basically, I just ran my ass. Fucking, because you can just kind of like book it to the east and hop over some fucking walls and whatnot, and you know, jump your way out. And yeah, that's what I did. I just fucking disappeared, and just rolled until it was like, you're out of the hot zone. I was like, sick. That was unnecessarily violent. It shouldn't have been like that.
So you did the button first before you did the tanks?
Are you supposed to do it backwards?
No, I don't think there's a way you're supposed to do it.
There's no way you can do whatever you want.
And then I did the button.
But if you blow up the tanks, why do the button?
Because one of them...
You still have to shut off the recyclers or whatever it is.
Huh.
The tanks contain the oil, so you have to stop that. And then there was something that was like, it was cleaning the water or supposed to clean the water or something, or separating tanks or something. And you have to push the button to do that.
Well, yeah, I mean, stealth-wise, it makes more sense to hit the button first before you blow the fucking place to smithereens, right?
Well, yeah, but it's me, so...
So you did it backwards.
I did the tanks first, yeah.
Those are further away, too, to get to.
Well, that was part of my logic, was that I'll do that first, and then I'll go do the button.
Work your way in, yeah.
Yeah. And I had trouble finding the way to get there, by the way, so that was fun.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, so I did it. Maybe I'm the one that did backwards. I don't know.
You can do whatever you want. Usually, though, all my times doing that mission, because I did it twice for this playthrough, and I'm confident sure I did it twice when I first played the game. I go for the button first. I don't know. Just seems to me the button seems harder because of the fact that like it's more inside. You gotta like escape.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think the button to me is a little harder. So that's what I do first.
No, I get that. Yeah. Well, I remember too, like after I had done the thing, because it tells you like once you set the C4, it's like, oh, be sure you get to a safe distance. And,
Yeah.
before you set that off. And I thought I had, and I didn't. And so I had the same thing happen with noise, where I got blown up, and then the cutscene happened. I was like,
oh,
"Did I
really?
live?"
That's funny.
But yeah, and then I remember I was like halfway between the tanks and going the button, and then they tell me, "Oh, well, you might want to wait to set off those tanks. It'll attract a lot of attention." Like, gee, thanks. I appreciate you telling me that after I blew it up. But then I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I probably should have done that. Set the C4 on the tanks, go to the button, then explode that. They'll all go down there to, check it out. And then I just have a free ride out. So I think if I go back and do that mission again, that's how I'm going to do it. Because that's generally how I handle like large areas where there's a bunch of people. I like to blow up the anti-air radar, the communications, all that kind of stuff. If there's any of those like generators with the lights on them, I blow those up. I get rid of anything I can that's going to get me found, or cause any problems.
Blue Rhino the Saboteur.
Exactly. So what I'll do is if I find that stuff in the beginning of the map, I'll put C4 there, and I'll do 3 or 4 of them or whatever, and I'll get through, and I'm like halfway through the map. I was like, okay, it's a little crowded here, so I'll go find somewhere to hide, blow that first thing up, and everyone's like, oh, what's going on over here? And they'll all rush over there, or they'll be facing that way, focus on that. I can sneak in behind them. They're not noticing me. I'm just sneaking right past them, and then do the same thing in that area. Just set a bunch of explosives there on whatever I need to. Go to the end, explode all that stuff. And then they're, focus on that stuff in the middle, and then do the same thing at the end. Go back to the middle again, wash, rinse, repeat. And that's been the easiest way for me to sneak through, is just, blowing things up and getting them distracted when there's large groups of people. So
did you, who'd you bring? What buddy?
Probably D-Dog, I would imagine.
Okay. So you haven't tried Quiet Out yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I haven't tried D-Walker either yet.
Yeah.
So, and I still need to do that thing with D-Horse of having him poo in the road. I still need to try that out too.
Okay.
But yeah, so
German for you is pretty straightforward. Go to the
pretty
button,
straightforward. Yeah.
Push it up, get out.
I did it, and like I said, kind of like Chris is doing. I don't destroy the communications or the power, but I do destroy the anti-air. And so I literally cleared the entire map. There was the entire base, whatever, the refinery. There was no one left to be alerted. But yeah, because it's a cutscene, it triggers people to come in with the walkers, right? And
right.
I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I originally called in the chopper.
Easy for me.
yeah. Well, yeah. Originally, I called in the chopper, like to land in there, like literally inside of the refinery. And then I don't know why I changed my mind, and I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm gonna go get picked up somewhere else. Don't ask me why. Maybe I thought in my I was like thinking, oh, there's gonna be more than a few soldiers. It's gonna be like a whole fucking squadron and tank or something like that, So like, no. I don't want to lose another Pequod. Let's go somewhere else. So I got picked up like further away. Like the walkers didn't even do anything to me. They didn't even see me. I actually Fultoned the walkers, and when I got picked up, because so what I like trying doing is I'm trying to do everything one shot in terms of what are the secret missions. Like I'm trying to play like, what would a secret mission be? I'm like, maybe it's recruit the walkers. That's what I thought. Maybe it's, do this, stuff like that, And so when I left and it said like, oh, like, leave the zone before, it gets shut down or something like that, like lockdown. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right, whatever. So I was going to play the next mission, and, I picked the same one apparently. And I was like, fuck it. Let me see if I can get it now. Now that I know what that last question mark was, get out of there before anything happens. So I go through again. This time I'm like, I'm not going to evacuate the whole thing, because they just say get out of there before it gets locked down. So I did opposite. I put the C4 on the tanks. I put a C4 on the button. Now here's my question. The first time I did it, I pushed the button, but I also planted C4. And then when I blew them up, since there was no one there, I was just fucking around looking for blueprints or whatever, diamonds and resources and stuff, that I could have sworn that I saw that cabinet like damaged. So I was like, oh, so you technically don't have to push it. You can just blow it up. My memory, I could be wrong. So the point being is, I'm replaying this mission. So I go put the C4 on the tanks, and then I go into the button place and I put C4, and I get the fuck out of there, right? And I pushed I called in the chopper so you can be quick, just because I'm like, this game might be stupid and be like, oh, you didn't get out fast enough or some bullshit, right?
Yeah.
So I called in chopper. He's coming. He's on his way. And I push triangle twice, boom, and I heard the click the twice button, right? Well, the first one was the tanks, so that triggered a cutscene, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I skipped the cutscene, and it goes, "Good job, boss. Now take care of the fucking control panel or something." I was like, "No, you fucking ate my fucking C4." Like, no, and I sure know I'm looking, and it's like, go do the button. I was like, "You fucking bitch." So then I had to go all the way back in there, push the fucking button. This time I didn't even put C4 because it was gone, right? So I pushed the fucking button, got the fuck out, and it's for somehow, it still didn't give me that fucking thing. It still didn't say that I was out before it got locked down. Didn't get caught once, nothing. It didn't give it to me. And I was like, whatever, game. I'm like,
I wonder if you have to do it in the opposite, or if you have to destroy the button first and then the tank.
Maybe you got to do it while you're in the chopper, like click, click. I don't know. Actually, there was something else I did where, I had the chopper in front of me, dude. I don't know what mission I was doing. I called that chopper in front of me, and I fucking did what I think it was, blow something up too, or do something, and it triggers a cutscene, and the chopper's gone, and you got to call it in again. And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I was like, "God damn, this game was that was pissing me off a little bit."
Yeah, it seems to be one of those like checkpoint / flag things, like I've talked about before. I will clear out a base, everyone's down or gone or whatever. And then you do one thing, and all of a sudden, there's 20 more people here out of nowhere. They just kind of appeared. So it must be one of those where exploding the tank just triggers one of those flags or whatever.
Yeah, that resets a bunch of shit. Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, everyone's back to normal duties and everything. So I'm wondering if you blow up the button first. So if you said that C4 first and then the one on the tanks. Mm-hmm. If you exploded in that order,
might be
if
better,
that would work. Yeah.
I think so. Sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that's a straightforward mission, though.
To go back for a third time, to try to get that one thing, it's like, nope, I'm done. I get that. Yeah.
It's the only one that I'm missing. It says exfiltrate the hot zone before the oil field was sealed off, and I was like, I was gone. No one knew I was there, bro. Like nobody knew I was there. Whatever.
Uzdura or whatever.
Yeah, Umfda. It's literally MFINDA. Umfda. That's how Ocelot says it. By the way, actually, here's noise. Chris, did you see any interesting soldiers in this mission, or see or anything like that, or talk to? Did Miller tell you about any interesting soldiers out there that you see?
Not that I remember. No.
Noise, you know where I'm going with this, right?
No. Are you talking about like the village that's on the way?
Yeah, the very first village that you get there, there's 4 certain soldiers there.
I don't remember because I just sidestepped it. That's where I got the C4. Is going up that hill.
The thing you mean, the claymores?
What'd I say? Oh yeah, claymores. Yeah.
But so in this map here, there are child soldiers. Chris, did you not see them?
Oh, I did see those. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Did you extract them? Did you?
No, because I was told I couldn't.
No, you can extract them. The shock from the Fulton is too strong for their body, so you gotta carry them to your chopper or do something else.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't hurt them.
I didn't think about that.
You cannot shoot them. Like he tells you like straight up. Like if you harm them, the mission's over.
Yeah,
he straight up tells you that. But yeah, there's child soldiers in this map here.
I did notice it. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, you sidestepped them. What?
Child soldiers? Is it?
No, Chris.
Sniper Wolf?
No, not Sniper Wolf. No, Jack the Ripper.
No, why would that make sense? He was not active in 1980s, Chris. We all know we all know that he was not active in 1984. It's impossible. He was not active.
We discussed this. He was alive.
But he wasn't active in 84.
Oh, okay.
Because he was born. He's 2 years old right now.
I thought he was born in 70 something. I thought we said he was 70.
Was he?
Maybe not. But
if he was born in 70 something, then it is possible it was him.
Yeah. Check it out. Rope. Where's the rope?
I'm grabbing the rope.
Yeah, where's the rope?
Let's see. Right here we go again. He's 1 year old.
He's
Okay.
1 year old. Ooh, okay.
He was born
Yeah.
in 83.
I knew it was born in the 80s. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, okay.
He's 1 year older than I am.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
3 years older
But
than
yeah,
me.
so
Did you guys, by the way, have trouble getting into the damn map? Because it drops you off like in like a little marsh. And you have to kind of like make your way up this hill, and you're like, and it's like, what the fuck? Like,
There's a little
What the fuck
waterfall
am I
there.
supposed to go?
Yeah,
And it's like there's like a little gap.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. What I hate, and it could be to do with how I'm playing or what I'm moving or something. Every once in a while, you'll be going up a hill and you'll like climb partway up a rock and you slide down. You climb back up.
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Slide-
Jesus,
I
yes.
hate.
And it's not even like that hard of an obstacle.
It's
You're like,
not,
Snake,
yeah.
climb this shit, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Or you're like, I'm waiting for the Y to give me the prompt to climb over, and it doesn't appear. It's like, that's clearly a ledge that I can climb up onto. Why are you not doing it?
You know, you can, while you're like moving forward or running, if you hold Y or triangle, he'll just automatically start vaulting and stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't know that. No. Okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to wait for the button prompt. So yeah, if you want to quickly like vault over stuff, just hold Y.
That's good to know, actually, because a lot of times I've gotten into trouble by doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
Or got killed or close to it. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Nice.
The one thing, Noise, that I wished I at least for my testing, sometimes I'm trying to like jump off of a railing and instead he'll hang when I'm holding the Y. And I'm like, no, like jump off. And I've tried double tapping it. It's if you're sprinting, if you're actively sprinting, I believe he will jump off. He will like, vault over, parkour over it. But if you're just walking up to a railing and you hold Y or push Y, like no matter if you push it, tap it, press a million, he'll just hang off of it. I'm like, bro, I wasn't sprinting because I didn't want to get caught, but I was, actively like, oh, let me jump off, let me jump down, and he'll like hang, and I'm like, dude, and then I get caught by someone else, or I don't know. Sometimes do you guys notice that Snake's a little sticky? He'll stick to shit sometimes when you don't want him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's gotten me caught more than I would like to say.
That's what I mean by like every once in a while I'll get stuck on those where it's like he goes up, slides down, goes up, slide down, and I'm like pushing to the side, like, okay, go around, and he's just like he'll do that 3 or 4 times before he finally like gets off there and goes around. Yeah.
But yeah, there was that mission. So yeah, there's some child soldiers here, Chris. So I thought it was just interesting that
I probably saw them the first time playing, but I did not remember them.
Absolutely, you absolutely did the first time for sure. So the thing is, if you do trigger any kind of alert, they will run away. I don't know if they actually shoot at you. That's a good question. But Miller points out, I think it was Miller, says a very good thing when he says like, oh, it's like he says a gun in the hands of a child is just as dangerous.
Yeah.
He goes, but he says, the only difference is they don't know right or wrong. They're just being taught to shoot, and then they will grow up and teach the next generation. He's like, we can put a stop to this. That'd be great or something. He's like, if you can recruit them. Yeah, but I just think it's funny. I called in. So by the way, you can't call
how to kill.
We teach him how to, you can't. Yeah, we teach him who's good guy and bad guy. We'll teach him that. That's our job. Yeah, right. Exactly, because good and bad guy are subjective, right? But what I did notice something else. You cannot call 2 Jeeps in at the same time. I called in 1 Jeep, and since there's 4 soldiers, you can only sit 3 because you can't put one in the driver's seat for some fucking reason. So I called in 1 Jeep. And then I was like, cool, I'm going to go call in the second one so I can get it ready. And then the first one gets the fuck out and the new one drops in. I'm like, what the fuck? Dude? And those kids wake up quick, dude. Like if you can't CQC grab them, but you can CQC slam them, right?
I was just about to ask you, can you CQC them? I don't remember doing that.
You can slam them. That's it. You can slam them or punch them, but you can't like chokehold them, right?
Wow.
They get up quick.
Yeah. Leave it to German.
And even if
first
you
women,
fucking,
now children.
Yeah. Even if you trank them, they get up quick. Like, god damn, these motherfuckers don't stay down at all, dude. I'm not even lying, dude. They're fucking like, I guess they got a lot of sugar in them or something, dude, because they get up quick, dude.
It's
cocaine.
Yes, probably. I wouldn't lie. Didn't Jack say in Metal Gear Solid 2 that they would mix gunpowder into his fucking food because they would fucking give you a high or something like that?
Yeah. I forget exactly. Something with gunpowder.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, they get up quick. So getting all 4 of them into first I did 3 into 1 Jeep. Then I called in another Jeep, and then I put that one in there. And like the whole time was like, he kept like, they kept waking up like quick. I'm like, stay down. I kept like knocking them out like over and over again. I was like, dude,
like, what's that arcade game?
Can you dart them?
Yeah, but they get up quick. They still wake up.
Oh dang!
I'm telling you, they are very
Whack-a-mole.
hyper.
It's like whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not even joking you, man. I did wish I had a recording of that. It was like I'd knock 3 down, 1 would get up, and I'd go knock him down, and the 4th one, then the first one would get up, and I was like, dude, this is fucking.
Well, if you like have them in the truck or something like that, do they still wake up?
I didn't see that. For sure, I'll tell you this much. I didn't test if they would get up. A regular soldier will, right? He'll get up in the truck, I believe. Actually, I have trained driving soldiers before, and they've woken up. I'm pretty darn sure, but I've never put a sleeping soldier in a truck and waited to see if he wakes up. I'll test that in a minute.
That's what I'm wondering if you have the Jeep and then D-Horse, and you put one on the back of D-Horse, because I would assume that's the same as putting it in a truck.
Yep,
they do not wake up from D-Horse. That's for sure.
Yeah, they don't wake up on your shoulder either. If you're fucking carrying one.
So it should be the same for the Jeep.
Could be. Yeah, if you put them in there, they don't wake up. That could be true.
So that's what you'd have. That's probably what you would have to do then, is either carry one on you while you get the others out of there and call it, or put it on D-Horse.
Yeah, I guess that would work. But I did try calling it like a cargo truck, because I thought you could put them in cargo trucks, but there's 2 different kinds. So I wasn't able to I called in a one, and it was like you could only put one kid in the passenger seat. Yeah, and I was like, I thought I could put them in the fucking thing, but like, all right, whatever. So like I said, then I restarted that mission because one of the kids woke up, and then he bounced, dude. He just ran away, and I was like, well, I don't have all 4 now, so I got to restart.
I kind of want to try that now. Just get one of those open trucks and see if I can pile a bunch of bodies in the back of it.
Okay, in the bed, in the flatbed.
Yeah. Even if I got to go up somewhere high and throw them in, that's fine. Make a game out of it.
That's funny.
Ready, aim, throw.
Dude, you know what that reminded me of? When me and Eric were playing Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah.
And we're trying to get the turtle. Well, we're trying to get him on the boat. What were we trying to do?
Get him on the we picked him up out of the water. We were trying to get him in the boat, and then we got him in the boat. We were trying to get him out of the boat after that.
Why were we trying to? Was that like a mission or something? What the fuck were we trying to do with the turtle?
I don't remember why. I think we just saw it and we're like, oh, let's play with this, see what happens.
Just a turtle? It
was like a giant snapping turtle. Yeah,
a tortoise. Yeah, I was just like, let's see if we can get him on the boat.
Yeah.
It's so fucking pointless, but we spent like a good 10, 20 minutes just doing that.
Yeah.
Sometimes that is the most fun.
We don't play Red Dead Online the way it's supposed to.
Oh, yeah. When we play, we were talking about this earlier. When we play Red Dead 2, we just go play poker. And then eventually we run out of money, right? Because the house takes some of the money. So
really,
eventually we run out of money, and what we do is we go out like on a killing spree and just start
just rob a bunch of people.
Yeah, like we don't even do missions. We're just like, let's go we're just gonna go rob people. We take their money and then we go right back to playing poker.
That's crazy.
And our friend Eric is the best poker player in the world because he tells you exactly what's in his hand.
The worst, yeah.
Really.
So it's like, is he fucking with me? But no, he's telling every single time he's telling you his hand, and somehow it works in his favor sometimes. Like, what the fuck?
One day, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's playing the long con, dude.
I think one time he got us.
We said, yeah,
didn't he? I think one time he got us.
Yeah,
like he had completely not what he was saying. He was like, you fucking bastard. Fuck. Anyway, yes, this mission. Yeah, I mean, that's that one. Blackout, right? Or black?
Yeah.
Pitch black.
Pitch black.
Pitch dark.
No,
that's
Pitch Dark. Yeah,
is it?
It is.
Is it
Pitch Black is the movie.
Yes, you're right. Okay.
Pitch Dark is the is nope, that doesn't work either. I was gonna say it's the sequel where Vin Diesel comes in to do Pitch Perfect, but that doesn't make any sense either because it's Pitch Black and Pitch Perfect. They both have pitch. Okay. Anyway, the next one is Lingua Franca. I'll go first just because this one was hilarious to me. I found where he was right away, right? Because he's pretty close by.
Mm-hmm.
And so I fucking just crawled on the ground and followed behind them because they're like walking at the same speed as you know, being prone and crawling.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, like they kind of like they slowed down and they were like, huh? You know, and they just did like the oh shit movement. And I was like, fuck it. And I just stood up. And I fucking tackled them, Like I just like dove at the guy that's with him, right? Because there's two guys.
Mm-hmm.
And so I dove at one of them to knock him down, and then I CQC'd the translator and fucking put him on my shoulder. And Miller or Ocelot, one of them's like, dude, what are you doing? Like they need to get to the meeting,
Mm-hmm.
otherwise the mission's a failure.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck it, I'll figure it out. And I just started like fucking running, right? I think I was just like running north or whatever. And I'm running, and people are shooting at me and shit. And I'm starting to get into a little bit into the thick of the trees. And I see a fucking prisoner just strolling by. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck is this guy? And it's like, that's the target. That's the other guy. And I was like, what the fuck? That's the guy so that's the guy you're supposed to save as part of the mission.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I'm like, okay. And I threw my guy at him so that he doesn't like disappear on me.
Yeah.
And I had to break one of my rules here, which was don't Fulton anyone out, right? Like I had to like run out with them. But on this one, I was like, and my wife was watching me. She's like, oh, you fucking cheater. I was like, I have to, like, I can't carry both of them on one shoulder each. Like I can't do that. I was like, okay. So I Fultoned out the prisoner, and then I took out and then I just ran away with the translator, and it was just mission complete. S rank.
Did you?
Wow.
Did you? Is one of your rules no calling for supplies, or can you call in for supplies?
I haven't really needed to. So I'm kind of making it a guideline.
Like I said, you could have called in a Jeep.
I guess. I don't have a Jeep.
You haven't unlocked Jeeps?
I don't have any. I haven't Fultoned out any vehicles.
Oh, okay.
Well, I had Jeeps available before I Fultoned out anything.
Do I have one? I don't think I have one. Well, no, I haven't come in with it. All I have is D-Horse. That's the only buddy I've allowed myself, even though.
But if you go to one of the things, you're able to call in supplies, and I had like a tank, an armored vehicle, and a Jeep available to me before I was able to Fulton any sort of vehicles.
No, the tanks definitely are not there for me.
Huh. So I wonder if it's maybe a development thing then.
Could have been a development thing.
Oh, maybe. I might have a Jeep, but no, I haven't decided to bring one.
Well, are you expanding you're not expanding your mother base at all, are you?
I'm not doing shit.
That could
I'm kicking everyone out of my base.
That could be part of it too. Is that like part of the expansion is that you naturally get these things? So
maybe. Have you noticed there's a Jeep on your mother base?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's a few of them. Yeah.
Yeah, just so you can get around easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the mission for me. Total accident, because I was just like, I was gonna try to do it all stealth like, and then I was like, oh fuck, alert, and I was like, oh okay.
Yeah. So similar to you, I had darted. I tranked the translator, and I got the same thing. Like, what are you doing? You can't do that. And I was like, gosh dang it. So I went over because I trained him and the guy he was with.
So
I was like, all right, well, if he's got to be awake, I'll go wake him up. So I went and kicked him, and they were right in the truck, right where that Jeep is parked, where they go to. And so I kicked the translator, and I ran behind the building real quick, and he just stayed there for the longest time. Just was like stood there, just like he's sitting in the truck, nothing's happening. He had to wait for the other guy to wake up to get in the truck with him before they could leave. And I was like,
they're scripted together.
Yeah. And then I remember like
that's good to know.
There was one guy there you could rescue that they had talked to, and then they like went over to the Jeep. And so I like trained the guy that was guarding him, and I rescued that prisoner, and then I trained the translator, and that's when I got that. You can't do that, And so I kicked him awake, and then I remember I had I think they had just taken off to go, and I got one of those things like a prisoner has died, and I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. And I thought it was the prisoner. I thought it was the target.
Oh.
And so I restarted the mission.
Oh no.
And then I realized, I was like, wait a minute, it didn't give me a mission failed. It would have given me that if it was the target, So I was like, I didn't even need to do that. But this time I didn't trank the translator. I just let him go. And there's another, as you arrive at that base where the translator goes in, there's two other people that walk off. One of them's a guard, and then there's another prisoner. And I had rescued them the first time. So I went and got them real quick again. I just tranked the guard and, got the prisoner to go. That's what it was. That's what I thought. It was when I had the second prisoner, when I'd rescued him, I had Fultoned him, and then I got the notification that a prisoner had died. So I thought he died while I Fultoned him. Because when they're injured,
okay, yeah.
if you Fulton them while they're injured, they will die. And so that's what I thought would happen. That's why I restarted. That's what it was. That's right. Yeah. But this time I didn't trank him, and I realized like, oh, it's a different prisoner that died, not that one, because I remember they say, oh, we got him. He's on board or whatever. We'll take care of it. And so I followed him to the next place, and then that's where that's the target, and I found him and did all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I got the same notification because I had tranked the translator. You can't do that, So
you just reminded me of something. I don't know if it was a side mission or what, but I decided to Fulton someone again. I think it was a side mission, and it was like extraction failed, and it was I think it was Misty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have the button prompt, so I didn't know there was like probably a 40% chance he would fail, and I was like, oh fuck. I was like, God damn, I gotta do this all over again. So then that second time I just ran away with whoever it was. I think it was a side mission. Okay. Like rescue prisoner or highly skilled whatever.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
no, I know what it was. It was one of the wandering soldiers.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The first one in Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I Fultoned him out, and because I was like, well, he's just fucking here. I'll just Fulton him, whatever. And yeah, it fucking failed, and I was like, you motherfucker. Like, it took me so long to get this guy.
I had one happen during rain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
an extraction failed, and I was like, I could have sworn I've extracted like 20 soldiers in the rain, and none of them have failed. But then I paid attention, and it said like 60 or 70% or something. And so I was like, oh, it must have been one of those where it was like, you got the 30, and that was it. So, but if I know I had mentioned last time I was looking for the specialist for transportation specialist, so I could get the Fulton to take out like the vehicles and the big crates and everything. I finally found him. Mm-hmm. It was at that mission where you have to go to the like castle place, and then they take the guy, your target, onto another location. And there was a 3 at the one and 2 at the other one. And he was one of the 3 at the first place that I hadn't been able to rescue before.
Oh, Angel with Broken Wings.
Yes, that one. Yeah. And so I went in there at night this time, and I just basically ran around the back. Because there's hardly any guards inside. Most of them are outside, wandering around.
Yep.
So if you can get inside, I think there's 3 people inside there. And so if you get in quick enough, you just take care of them, and it's just free pickings, And I got all 3 guys, and I noticed one of them had the skill, a special skill for R&D, but it didn't say what it was. It said it was unknown. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, I wonder if that's him. And I rescued him, and I did the rest of the mission and went back to base. And sure enough, it's showing you like, oh, you got these special soldiers, and one of them it mentioned like you unlocked a new skill, and it was transportation specialist. So I was like, yes, I finally got it. So now I can Fulton just about everything except for kids, apparently.
Yeah, they're too frail going to the game.
I guess,
which doesn't make any sense because they're taking these hits and recovering faster than any of the adults. So
shit, dude, yeah.
How's that frail?
They're high on coke, man. They could take it. Yeah. That'll be a fucking adrenaline rush.
Yeah. So I finally got that. But,
okay.
Yeah.
German, how'd you do on this one? Did you follow instructions? Unlike us.
Same fucking thing, dude.
No way.
Because he says, we got this mission, and he goes, and we could get a interpreter as a byproduct, but I thought that was the mission. Go get the fucking Afrikaans interpreter. Nope, same thing. What are you doing? Like, if we can't, doesn't make it to the interrogation. Like, okay. So I got caught. I don't for some bullshit.
I wonder what happens if you Fulton him. Is that a failure?
Mission fail. Yeah, it's got to be a failure. Yeah. I'm sure. Actually, I didn't try. I won't speak for what I don't know.
If you find the soldier like I, or the prisoner like I did, it should be fine.
I was gonna say some missions will let you continue because they'll be like, now we have no leads. You got to figure it out on your own, or it could trigger a game mission fail. I'm not sure, but same thing. Same thing. So then I got caught. And then because I got caught, I don't know why, I was like, you know what, fuck it, because it was right at the beginning. I said restart the whole mission. I'm just going to restart the whole mission. So I got in there, and I was able to get actually all the guards around him except for like his escort, like Chris was saying. So I let him walk. I let him do his thing. He took me to a village. I was just kind of just playing it slow. I was taking people all along the ways, and I got some extra prisoners. And then based on some intel, they were like, "Oh, they're like, we got the intel. The guy's over here, and he's gonna be interrogated at nighttime." And it was daytime in my game play. So I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go get him. So I went, got him the fuck out, and then the rest of it was just smooth sailing. No issues, no nothing. And then I was like, that's when Miller was like, "Oh, mission complete, boss." He goes, "Well, if you could get that interpreter, that'd be kind of cool." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll go get him." So obviously I wanted him too. So that was it. It was pretty straightforward, but I did the same thing you guys did, man. I shot the guy. I've been using a lot of smoke grenades. So I did a smoke grenade because they're all huddled up, and I ran in there and see the shit out of all of them. So that's always fun to do. Oops. But yeah. What's the next one after that one?
The next one there is Footprints of Phantoms. And this is you have to what's it called? The walkers.
Oh yeah, eliminate them one way or another.
Yeah, eliminate them. So either extract them or destroy them.
Whatever you want. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember this one. This one was actually pretty easy for me. I got through it real quick. I want to say this might have been my first S rank.
Oh, really?
I'll have to look through because I did get an S rank on one of these missions.
I do want to say one thing
might have
too.
been one I retried too. So
real quick, I think your ranking. So have you guys confirmed what your ranking is? And I'm convinced it's a accumulation of all your missions because I'm
not so sure anymore because I did a few missions
every time.
I did a few missions. I've gotten bear. I've gotten bat.
Chick, octopus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've gotten a few different ones now. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
yeah.
Because I thought it was accumulating because I was getting octopus like crazy, and then I've started getting a fox, so I'm a fox now.
Okay.
So I thought it was accumulating, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, but I guess not. So I guess
I think it depends on how you accomplish your tasks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. It's like, oh, are you more like, guns blazing, you get bear or some shit. You're more sneaky, you get chick, or you're more creative, you get octopus or something like that. So I wonder how.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fox, I can't remember.
But one thing that makes me like you were saying, you got S rank, right?
Mm-hmm.
On Angels with Broken Wings, I was trying to do that one, like try to do all the things on it, right? And I was like, oh, I got a plan. I said, I know exactly what I'm going to do. And I rode the D horse all the way to like before the tanker, because it's a tank, right? It's an armored tank that drives, right?
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. I blocked it with D horse, and I shot the smoke. It's a tank and the Jeep, and then they stopped and like burp burp, and I threw smoke, at like tons of smoke. Went up there, exfoliated the tank, fucking TQC all the guards, exfoliated them all the fuck out, and I got the what do you call them? The target out as well, right?
Yeah.
And they were just like, good job, Snake. I was like, cool. And then I got in the chopper, got the fuck out, and I got an S rank. I was like, cool. I don't know why I went into YouTube because I was like, oh, because I was like, remember how we were talking about how like those guys, prisoners die really fucking quick?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like literally like 2 minutes into it, they're like, prisoner has died. Prisoner has died. What the fuck? So I'm like, how are you supposed to get these guys without them dying, like quickly, if you will? And so I went on YouTube to see like what someone has done. And what's funny is this guy kind of did the same strat I did, except he went a little further he did D horse, but he went further. And then I don't know what he did. He didn't use smoke. He did something. He straight up, I think, like walked in front of the Jeep, gets caught, kills the guards, the actual the men that were protecting it, right? And he kills them, gets the dude, and gets the fuck out. And he still gets an S rank. And then I commented, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry. I commented, I was like, S rank? I'm like, you got caught and killed 2 motherfuckers. I'm like, what the fuck? I was a little like PO'd that this game, I feel like, is giving away S ranks for no fucking reason. So,
well, killing people, does that affect your score, or does that just affect your heroism?
It does affect your score, I believe. I think you do get minus like a handful of fucking points. The points aren't almost even.
I murder people and still get S rank.
That's what I'm saying. So
it's probably just the time.
The time has to do
Score is so much higher or so much more
Yeah.
heavier grade than killing people. That just has a heavier
Yeah.
weight or whatever. Yeah.
You can get S rank just based on time.
Yeah.
So the code names, they do have a meaning to them. So you got Fox because you didn't get detected. Bear is used CQC for most neutralizations. Chick is you haven't completed mission 6. Like, what is
really?
What?
Yeah. Like, okay, whatever.
Which one's 6 again?
What is mission 6?
I'll look it
It's so weird. Like, why does that
So
matter?
wait, mission 1 through 5, you just get sick? You just get chick?
I guess.
So wait, so that's what I'm saying. So you can keep progressing without doing that mission? Okay.
No, I don't think so. I think you just get chick until
until you
6.
do that mission. Oh,
yeah. Octopus is used non-lethal weapons. So yeah, to neutralize most enemies. What are the ones that we gotten?
Chris said he got, what the fuck else did you say you got, Chris?
Bat.
Bat used multiple methods to neutralize enemies with exact numbers. 10 kills with multiple techniques.
Oh, okay.
Butterfly. But this is one I used to get all the time. Used quiet to neutralize most enemies.
Huh.
Hog.
Yeah, I had that one.
Hog is used D-horse to neutralize most enemies by ramming into them while riding.
Like run them over, basically.
I guess.
Huh.
I've gotten Orca before. Used throwing weapons, hand grenades, grenade launchers, patrol bombs to neutralize most enemies. Doberman, I've gotten that. Used lethal machine guns, including turrets, AA cannons, and Gatling gun. It's a goddamn minigun to neutralize most enemies. Yeah. They do all have a meaning. So I guess that makes sense. Your play style, if you're always doing the same play style, you're always going to get that.
Yeah.
That code name.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was looking at my screenshots and I'm like, oh shit, maybe German is right because I have one chick and the rest of them are bear. And I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, so I must be I'm just CQCing all the time.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I've been doing more CQC. Oh, and noise. Okay, I was gonna bring this comment up to you. So when we were talking about it, I think prior to us streaming the game, we're getting to this game, and maybe even during the actual, this game, you said, and not that I don't believe you, but you said that like, oh yeah, man, or like about guards adapting to your playstyle, right?
Yeah.
About wearing helmets and vests and stuff, because we're talking about it, and I said, oh, then shoot them in the arm or the chest. And you're like, oh, then they'll start wearing chest and plates and stuff. And I said, yeah, and gas masks. And you said about night vision and all that stuff, right? And because of that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this this time a little different. I've been literally like just taking different paths. For sure, there's missions that I'm like, okay, I remember this mission and I went to the right or whatever. Or even if I don't remember, I'm like, like normally I would go this route, but because I'm trying to play differently, I'm going to go this route instead. And I have actually been getting, I think, yes, they do adapt to you to an extent, but I also do think they just are upgrading themselves, just based on the mission difficulty, because I have actually been avoiding headshots and they are coming out with fucking helmets and shit. And I've actually been actively avoiding headshots because I wanted to see like how long before they started, if they even wore helmets.
Really?
And then, and then there was, before I started using smoke, they were using gas mask in some missions. And I was all like, huh. I was like, because at first I was like, gas mask, what are they for? Is it just for in-game? I was like, was it just to kind of separate the soldiers, different models? And I was like, no, I was like, smoke. I'm like, I haven't used any smoke, but I will now. So I'm like, And the night vision, I like you said, I just go ASAP. I don't even do like nighttime because my first playthrough ever, I was doing nighttime only because it was easier. But you're right about that one. So maybe it's a combination just based on the mission, what they'll have, and also based on your gameplay. I don't know.
Possibly. Maybe it has more to do with when you're not on a mission, like a main op. You know what I mean? Because I mean, they're not my words. That's how they adapt to you. It was Kojima. When he was demoing the game, it's like, oh yeah, they'll adapt to you. So if you do more headshots or start wearing helmets and blah blah blah. So that's where I got my information, was from the interviews that he gave. But it's got to be more side ops and open world stuff rather than main ops, because I guess it should be scripted more on main ops, right? The difficulty should start ramping up. Imagine if you just, like you said, you're playing it the way you are, just to fuck with the AI. Like, nope, no, I'm never gonna let you guys get helmets. and the game never gets hard because you decided not to let them get all armored up.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I said, yeah, maybe the side ops or maybe a combination of stuff too. Honestly, could be a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
But I definitely use smokes a lot more. They are pretty effective. I'll be honest with you about that. I do like throwing smoke. So you don't have it, huh? You need to unlock it. You don't even have smoke. Never mind.
I ain't got shit.
Yeah, I thought like they would at least develop something. Fucking cause in Ocelot.
Yeah. So our producer says S rank. One of our producers says S rank requires a score of around 130,000. No reflex mode triggers. Time efficiency. No detectable bodies left around. They want you to be a ghost or a legendary soldier.
Makes sense.
But that contradicts what happened to me in that last mission. I got detected.
Oh yeah.
I left bodies.
Oh, you have reflex off.
They knew where I was. So if I think time offsets a bunch of it. I think you get so many points for it that's why I keep getting S rank on that kind of shit. Because if you watch anyone speedrun this game, most of them don't give a shit. They're just like, I don't care. They'll just fucking run in, run out, and they'll get an S rank. But I will admit, I think codenames have more to do with everything else.
Yeah, I will admit. So there is definitely a few missions where I'm like, I kind of got that little second wind of like grinding, where I'm like, I can do this one faster. I can do this one better, you know. Yep. And I go in and like just by throwing a smoke grenade or throwing a magazine or just doing one little thing, and then you start fucking with them, and then you're able to go in, grab the dude you were supposed to grab, get the fuck out, and they didn't even. You're gone in less than a minute. It took longer to load the fucking mission than it did to complete the mission. Yeah, and I've definitely had a few of those where I'm like, that felt satisfying. You know, like that was kind of cool. Like I got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, because that's what I used to think when I first played the game. I was like, oh, I got to be like perfect stealth, and like I'm not detected, whatever, blah blah blah, and perfect stealth, got it done, get out, and it's like B.
Well,
and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Time is for sure big. Like, so one thing I'm definitely doing now, noise too, that I didn't do my first playthrough ever, and even earlier when we first started this game, I was very against. I don't know why, just because not that I was against it. Actually, it was more that I would just kind of forget it was really there. Is I wasn't resupplying, right? Mm-hmm, so like I'd run out of ammo and shit, and I was like, fuck, So I'd be like, spit it out, and like they never really tell you where. There's very few suppressors that I've seen, and very few non-lethal ammo that I find. I find it every now and then, but it's not like the old Metal Gears where you could like you could shake them down and get the shit back, get stuff out of them. So this time I was like, wait a minute. I said, first and foremost, it's all mission based, so whatever. Second of all, I'm like, I hate this game. No, I'm just kidding. But I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I was like, I'm going around playing like I'm shooting him in the leg, in the arms. I'm just doing my thing. I'm playing it like my way. That's fun for me. And then as soon as my suppressor breaks, I just call in for a fucking new one. Like whatever, dude. And I just keep playing. That's made it bearable. Not just bearable, actually fun for me. Because I did find myself stressed out when I'd break my suppressor. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta find one, And even though I know you can call one in, I would just forget it was there, and then I call it in, So because of that, I've been having a little bit more fun. Completely taking over a guard post, not just guard post, the actual bases. Where there's more than 10 soldiers in there and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyways, that's just I've been changing up how I play a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
But after that, what do we have, or what else is there to say about that mission?
Oh, well, we finished on that one. We moved on, but we went back to it.
Yeah.
We're on the.
That's right.
The walkers.
That's right. Walkers. Yeah.
So So Chris, you said you didn't have a hard time with this?
Not at all. Because it was one of those. It was like kind of like on a hill. It takes place, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And I remember I just kind of like went to the top. There's an area you could like climb up behind them, kind of. And
there's like a pride rock behind them.
Yeah, exactly. I climbed up there and took a look around, and I saw most of them. So I was like, all right. I saw a couple of the walkers from there too. And I remember thinking, like, okay, I'll just, go down and take care of those soldiers real quick. Cause there was like 3 of them around there, and they were all pretty much faced out, waiting for you to come up. And so I just came up behind them and CQT'd them and knocked them out and fultoned out those walkers. And then, worked my way up, kind of zigzagging back and forth, so staying out of their line of sight and everything. and found the other 2 quite by accident. And I was like, oh, there's the last 2, or there's 2 more. And folding them out, and he's like, oh, good job, mission complete, get out of there. So I was like, okay, that was easy, So I left, and I don't think that was the one I got an S on. I think I got an A on it. I'm trying to find the screenshot I took of the one I did get an S on.
we wouldn't believe you.
No, I just wanted to show it off. That's all. Yeah, I just can't remember what mission it was.
He wanted one of these.
Yeah.
Impressive, Snake.
Exactly. But yeah, I can't seem to find the screenshot folder.
All right, so it didn't happen.
The screenshot folder? Just go to Steam.
Where's it in there?
So go to Steam. Go to the game.
Yep.
And then it should be like if you scroll down on the right hand side, it says recordings and screenshots.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
And you can look at all your stuff, and you could just like right click and copy.
Oh, it's Angels with Broken Wings is one I got an S on. Okay.
Oh, nice.
That's the one you got the S rank on?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So we all I did. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Angels, D-Walkers. D-Walkers.
So yeah, that one I must have gotten an A on, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, still pretty high. And yeah, relatively. I mean, I don't think I got any alerts at all, so it just took me a little time to kind of go up there, scope out the place, see what was going on, and then I think I did get a couple of those things where people would notice, like, oh, I knocked someone out, and what was that? And they go over and check them out or whatever. But otherwise, no one alerted to me at all, and yeah, I did that, and then yeah, it was pretty easy, pretty straightforward, and then I got all 4 of them, and they're like, oh, good job, that's all of them, get out of there. It's like, okay,
yeah. German, how'd you do?
Nice.
We lose German?
I'm guessing, yeah. Hello? German?
Uh-oh.
German,
did you touch your microphone? Did you mute it on accident?
Did. I was like, Noise is going to go next, so let me go run in the bathroom real quick.
Oh.
I didn't want to stop the podcast. I'm like, Noise is going to be like, well, I did this.
It's all good. I thought you like touched, because like Mike has like a fucking touch
mute
button.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that before. I'm like, oh fuck, I just muted myself.
So this one, I do remember this one from my first playthrough, and it went way smoother this time than my first playthrough. My first one wasn't bad, but like I did set an alert, and all hell broke loose and all that shit. I was like, whatever, and I started blowing shit out all of them. But this time, much smoother. I didn't get caught once. I didn't even set off an alert. I went in there, perfect stealth, got the fuck out. I think this is probably maybe my second Fox where I was like, damn, I'm getting Foxed now. I'm like, cool, hell yeah. Yeah, extracted all the things. Got the prisoner and everything. No, again, no issues. I just kind of stayed longer than I should sometimes, just because I'm like, anything else that, that would be the mystery objectives,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, nothing to complain. I've been using traps too. I've been putting out those traps because I'm collecting the animals because I don't know, why not? Yeah. So I kind of be like, ooh, here's a good spot for traps. I'll put down some traps and whatnot. But yeah, no, nothing crazy about this one for me. Yeah, I will say this. I do find the walkers really out of place, in my personal opinion. I would really understand if there was one walker that Huey had, and then maybe like 1 or 2, out there that's Skullface because they were his designs, or he has designs, or access, whatever we agreed upon there. But I think they're a little abundant at this point, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I'm not really buying walkers. Why, all over the place. So.
They're less convincing.
You'll
than
buy the floating,
the hovering segways.
Less convincing. Ooh, good question. Yeah, the floating segways were really out there, right? They were like, I think they even did say that they were failed experiments or something like that. But Volgan must have used his research or his influence to get them back up or something. Are they less convincing? No. They're definitely more realistic than the floating platforms, mechanically speaking. In this universe, though, I don't believe it because I kind of bring up that whole point again about it's like, hey, look, it's Metal Gear. Hey, look, it's Metal Gear. Like somebody would fucking be talking about this shit, that's what I kind of feel.
Well, it's funny you should mention that because the first time I saw one, I called it a Mark 1.
A Mark 1? Oh,
that's right. There's the Mark 2, which is that little tiny thing. So I was like, oh, it's the Mark 1. It's the predecessor. Before I learned they were called walkers or whatever. And then of course you get D Walker. But yeah, so that was my first impression of them. Was it was just a Mark 1.
Yeah, because we never get what is a Mark 1. We never see a Mark 1. The Mark 2 comes from Police Knots, I think, is what we discovered, right? Not Police Knots, Snatcher, I think. One of Kojima's.
But we have one in Metal Gear MGS 4.
No, I know, but not a Mark 1.
Oh yeah,
it starts with Mark 2, and I think that's what it's called in Snatcher, I think. And then you get a Mark 3 that what's her face gives away to a brown boy at the airport.
That's right. Yeah.
Uncle, how can I give it to him?
Yeah, I
always think it's funny. Otacon was like, no, like, Sonny, this is fucking advanced technology.
This is classified technology.
Like, we can give him the PS3 that's in the back over there, but not this shit.
Yeah, you don't even play that shit. You're on your Vita all the time.
I know.
Yeah, so this one for me, it took me a second because I was trying to be stealthy. The area is surrounded by claymores, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll use the claymores to, I'll put them in front of the walkers, and then I'll fucking, I don't know, distract somebody to walk towards one, and that way it'll blow up that first guy, and if the rest of them try to go and walk and to what is it called, mount one of the other 3 walkers, like those will blow up, right? I was like, I'll just have them kill themselves with claymores. Come to find out, if you put a claymore in front of one of these things, it instantly blows up.
Instantly? Nice.
Yes.
Oh, no.
It detects it as an enemy, even though there's nobody in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm like, okay, what else can I do? I can fucking.
So they're sentient claymores.
Yeah, that's exactly. Walkers. Yeah, that's exactly what I told my wife. I was like, these are sentient walkers. So the fucking.
Well, no, the claymores are, because they know it's an enemy versus something that's just there. Because if you put them in front of a rock, they don't explode.
And not a soldier that looks like carpet.
Yeah. God damn it.
that was one of the greatest things I ever saw. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm like, what else can I fucking do? And I realize one of the guys has a what is it called? The honeybee? No, honeybee, right?
The one
honeycomb?
from if it's the one from where the bees sleep.
Yeah. So one of them has a honeybee.
Okay.
Another guy has like a rocket launcher. I'm like, okay, because obviously when you take these things from them, for some reason they only have one rocket, even though they'll shoot 1,000,000 at you.
Yep.
They only have one.
Well, the rest of the ammo's up their ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
You'd have to get it.
Yeah. I have to CQC their butthole.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do that, but I can only ever get 2 because I can't find anyone else who has more shit, And I'm like, nah, this isn't gonna fucking work. And then I'm like, well, maybe I'll just use one walker to shoot the other ones, like, fuck it. Like, I'm not even gonna use stealth. I'm just gonna go in and try experimenting
Rambo
and doing
style,
that. Yeah, exactly. It's been working out for me pretty well. This entire checkpoint is like, fuck it, just shoot everybody and see what happens. And so I'm like trying to use because one of them has a Gatling gun, and so I'm like, okay, let me just try this. But it takes so fucking long that I get shot to death before I fucking make any progress. I think I only end up shooting one. And then I also realized, I was like, oh, you know what? I can just sneak these out. So I'm like, okay. I started grabbing one by one and walking them away, like literally just like somewhere else. But then one of the guys would be like, hey, one of these things is missing. And they fucking, they get on them, and then they start fucking, they start patrolling and start blasting your ass. So it's just like, God damn it. What the fuck am I going to do? So the one, if you look straight at the hill, they're all literally next to that Pride Rock thing. They're right underneath it.
Yeah.
So if you're looking straight at it from below, all the way to the left, the walker all the way to the left carries a rocket launcher. So I snuck all the way to that one, got on it, and just started thunk, 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 the other fucking walkers. And then I just fucking ran off with the one I was in, and mission complete. S rank.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. Yep. Easy peasy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's when you overthink it, it gets really hard. But then when you're just like, I'm just going to fucking do this. It just works out.
What's funny too is you also have other things you can call in for. You can call, I don't know, depending on how you've developed your base or whatnot, but you can call in a smoke strike, a sleep strike, and a fucking bombardment And what's funny about those ones, if you use those, it says on there that it'll limit your ranking to A, I think, no matter what.
Yeah, the highest you can get is an A, yeah.
Yeah. But even with that, since all the gears are right next to each other, you can just call in one bombardment and get the fuck out of there, and it'd be a fucking an A rank. You know?
Yeah.
Because on the one of the missions where you had to like take down like a convoy, I think it was that one. I kept fucking around because I was taking them out with bombardments from across the map. Like I would just literally tell it to shoot, like, you know, kind of predicting their path. I was like, okay, right about here, and I kept missing, you know, because like it'd be too late or too early. And on one of them, like one of my many tries, because I kept restarting because they would leave the zone or whatever. Oh, it was the one where you had to kill a bunch of them. Remember the one you had to kill at least one truck or some shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on that one, freaking it was funny because like I actually started getting them really good. I would just call them bombardments. Yeah, it cost a shitload of resources, but it didn't matter. The game still gave me a fucking, like, I think I still got like a B or an A, and I was like, none of that matters. I'm like, nothing matters. Just fucking play the game, dude. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of like my burn after reading at this point. Just fucking let it be, man. Just shit's gonna happen. Just roll with it, dude. It really is. It's like, I got caught. Reflex. Who cares? Shoot them. You know, it's like, oh no, you know, like they found one of the unconscious bodies, or the people that I hold up. So I don't even hide them anymore. I'm like, freeze, get on the ground, spit it out. Where are your friends? And I move on. I'm like, next. I'll fold to them sometimes, but if he's like worthless, I'm like, next. And they're like, oh, I found an enemy. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whatever. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm literally like I said, this is my burn after reading. Just move on and have fun.
That's what I was saying at the beginning. Yeah, it's just it becomes funner when you just improvise. Because it's just like, well, shit went wrong. Fuck it, just keep going. And like for me, somehow it just fucking
keep swimming.
It just works out. Just like that, the one with the 3 guys, and I just was just rolling and sniping them. Like, I couldn't believe that fucking happened, but I got a story out of that. And then the fucking interpreter happened to run into the soldier. Like, what the shit? What are the odds? I ran into the right direction.
Yeah,
where the fucking prisoner was.
Is that why you posted that? That like when you're trying to explore and you actually go the wrong way?
No. It's just a meme I saw. But yeah, that is kind of how this is working out.
That happens to me all the time.
Yeah, you're just like trying to like, okay, I'm gonna go explore. Like, oh, fucking cutscene. God damn it! Like, I'm trying to look for shit. But no. So I posted something in the chat. This is somebody else's strategy.
What?
They put the walkers in the back of a flatbed truck and drove out.
Huh?
Do you see the screenshot?
I'm looking at it right now. I've never tried that.
Yeah. So there's like no real way to like have them get onto the flatbed. So basically,
he just made him.
Well, you back up the truck into something that has higher ground, and you just walk them off onto there, and then just drive away with them.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking genius. There's just so many ways to do this shit. It's It's almost like another game stole that kind of idea, made a sequel out of it, and charged you $70 for it.
I don't know. I really don't know which one.
Refuse to call it a DLC. Anyways.
Yeah. Oh, but that one you could actually like, you know, climb on shit.
So what?
And not, yeah. I'm just saying. Claim open world
unless it's raining.
Go anywhere.
Unless it's raining.
Yeah, but you're also limited by freaking. Now you could upgrade it, so it wasn't as bad as Skyward Sword, but you were limited by your stamina.
I don't know why Zelda can come into play. I'm just saying.
I was just saying.
Just saying.
What were you saying, anyways? Actually, what was your claim? What was your claim?
I was saying that. Oh, look, a game that lets you improvise and figure out how to do things your own way.
Oh yeah.
However you wanted. Yeah, I'm just jabbing at a $70 DLC. That's all I'm doing.
It's all right, man.
Man, that inventory is unruly. No one forced
you to buy it.
No, I didn't buy it. Yeah.
No one forced you to buy it. Let it go. It's not. It can't hurt you no more. It can't hurt you.
It hurts me because I want to play a Zelda game. That's a Zelda game.
Yeah, almost like it shouldn't have been a fucking open world game.
Not a goddamn fucking. Here, have a bunch of connects.
Ubisoft, yeah.
Here's some connects. Make stuff. Like, no, I want to play Zelda. I don't want to
play
anything.
Metal Gear. I want to play Metal Gear. But
yeah, you're playing Metal Gear.
I'm playing. Fucking,
you're playing Metal Gear right now, and you're enjoying it.
I'm playing fucking.
You're
Red Dead Redemption. Fucking Grand Theft Auto Gears of War here, man.
Grand Theft Gear. Get it right.
Have you played Red Dead Redemption 2?
No, it's probably the same shit though.
No, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a wonderful game.
And that one's linear as fuck.
Yeah, actually, it's definitely more linear. I know that.
Yeah,
much.
It is open world, but yeah, super linear. Yeah, I need to play all the way through it. It's really amazing.
That was the second game I streamed.
Yep. That's when we say goodbye to Ryder. I miss Ryder.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Chris was
the
like,
game,
who?
I was thinking that was what's it called? Kingdom Hearts for some reason, but no, it was that. Yeah, because he wanted me to get that golden gun, and then from there he insisted that I play only the story games. He wanted me to do like all these sideline quests to get like turn my golden or whatever. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? That sounds like fun. And I love doing side quests. Like I am a side questing whore. Absolutely.
Now you're a side ops whore.
Yeah, now I'm a side ops whore, yeah. And so after that I kept doing side quests because I like to do side quests. And he's getting all upset, like, you need to do the main mission now. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, I'm gonna play however I want. Screw you.
Yeah.
You know? And then it got to the point to where like when I start stream, because I am terrible at playing and keeping up with chat at the same time, I spend about 30 minutes at the beginning of the stream to chat with chat, just talk stuff, you know, what's going on, how's your day, what's new, all that kind of stuff. I spend about 30 minutes or so doing that. Then I get into the game. He would come in the beginning, oh, I want you to start playing the game now. No, I will start playing the game when I start playing the game. You come in later when I start playing. How about that? You know, I told him it's about 30 minutes. You're welcome to come in about 30 minutes late when I start playing the game. Well, anyway, then all this stuff started going on, and the thing that was the final straw with Ryder was I have a thing on my channel called Death Plus. When I die, I have now my moderators only do Death Plus, and it adds a death to my account.
If we remember to do it.
Yeah. What happened was I died, and Jesse had added a death to my count, and he screaming up and down, he didn't die, blah, blah, blah. What happened was his stream was lagging a little bit behind. And I told him, I was like, I did die. Oh, no, Jesse didn't do it. Someone else did. But he's like swearing up and down, he didn't die, blah, blah, blah. And so Jesse had actually gone back and looked, checked the VOD, and it's like, yeah, he did die. You know, he actually did it. And he's like calling her a liar and everything, blah, blah, blah. I was like, dude, just stop. You lost. You're clearly like 12 years old. You shouldn't be on here anyway. You know, just shut up and enjoy the ride. You know, just stop. And so he kept arguing, and eventually he started arguing with my mods and everything. I was like, you know what? Just get him out of here. It's not worth it. And
insert Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help.
But it just got to where it's like, dude, you're pissing me off now, and that takes a lot. So
I was gonna say, dude, like, yeah. Seeing Chris piss was like, whoa, what's happening? It's like, what is it? It's like Dad just hit Mom at the table, and we're all still trying to eat.
There was a couple of mods that were like, we want to get rid of him, and I was like, you can if you want. Like, it's up to you. I don't care. They're like, no, we won't do it without your approval. I was like, okay, whatever, you know. And finally, it was just like, you know what? Enough's enough. Get him out of here. And
I don't think I was actually there for that. If I was there, I would have banned him pretty early.
So. Yeah. Probably.
I think I just heard the story so much that it feels like I was there. But yeah.
Yeah. I know Seth was there because he ended up following Seth too. And Seth was like, oh, the second he turns off my channel, I'm giving him that hammer. He never showed up. And then like a year later, I ended up finding his Twitter or something.
Uh-huh.
And I sent that to Seth, and I was like, look who it is. And we both followed him, and I don't think he's been active or anything, but yeah.
Man, you broke this little 12-year-old kid's heart, dude.
Yeah.
He thought you were the Spees knees, like that mission.
The honey bee's knees.
Oh man, he was just he's become a legend around my channel.
Yeah, so we just say like, I miss Ryder. Yeah. And then what's funny too is like it's I think not Seth, but Hey Jay mostly. He will mostly just be like, play the game already, because Chris is taking. Well, sometimes Chris is like chatting for like an hour, and he still says it in jest, and he was like, "Oh, dude, play the game already!" Like we're fucking talking here for like an hour and a half later, still in chat.
Yeah, Seth's done that too. Where I've there was one time Seth told JJ. He said something like, watch, an hour in, he still won't be playing. And Hey is showing up like a little while in. And then Seth came in and he's like, I knew it.
Chris,
He's like, I fucking knew it.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Whenever I see, dude, and when I do, the few times I do, I am like chilling. It's like, oh, I'm going live, guys. So I'm like, cool, and I'll jump in and you're chit chatting. I'm like, all right, cool, and I was like, hey, what's up or whatever, and I lurk and whatnot. And then I'll exit because they drains my phone because that's the only place I watch Discord or stream or whatever, Twitch. And so I'll close it for a little bit and I'll do whatever I'm doing and I'll go back. And I'm like, motherfucker's still chatting. Like, goddamn, Chris.
Yeah. The
viewers
legend
love
of
it,
Ryder
man.
lives on.
Yeah, no. Hey, that's no.
The
But
spirit
I
of
think it
Ryder
is
lives
funny
on.
because I've done this stuff like I'll be back. He'll still probably be chatting.
Yeah, no, I can't keep a just chatting conversation. Like I'm just like, nope, I'm just gonna jump in because I do have the ability to read chat as I'm playing pretty well. Like I definitely have the ability to do that because a lot of people don't, and especially when it's a game that's like really engaging.
Yeah,
but I think I choose games that are like it's easy for me to just like have my eyes like look at the chat super quick and just be like, okay, what's that? Especially with like Monster Hunter, which was just like second nature at that point. It's just like fucking I'm in the middle of a whatever attack and I'll just look over and be like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. But yeah, I remember June would give me shit like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, have you've been in my streams? Like, yes, I can absolutely do that. Like, yeah, unless it's like wow. No, unless it's like a competitive shooter or something, which I never ever really stream. Yeah, I can look at chat. Otherwise,
yeah. For me, what would happen a lot is like I'd be doing a boss battle and I'm focused on that. And of course, me being me, with Metal Gear Rex took me 2 or 3 hours to get through that. And and then you have cutscenes right after. So it's like, when do I talk to chat? So. And a lot of times for me, I would do the boss battle and then I would talk to chat during the cutscene. And what's going on? I don't know. So
and Chris gets to read all of our messages, going like, "Go over here, fucking use the grenade. There's a ration right there on the top left." Just like all these delayed things, like 5 minutes later.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, I've definitely gotten a lot better about like reading chats throughout the game and everything like that too. But it definitely took some practice because I remember when I first started, the first game I streamed was The Last of Us.
Shit, was that the first one?
That was the first one, yeah.
Man, that's right. That fucking fight at the in the mall.
Yep.
Holy God.
Oh man, that took forever. Yeah. But yeah, that and that area where you first get outside, around that garden, I think it was. That took me a long time too. Huh?
With Bill?
I think so. Yeah.
Right. You have to. There's like a little kind of maze thing.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. That took me a long time too. But that I would play for like an hour straight and not even acknowledge chat. And it took me a long time to get used to. Okay, I need to. I had to look down at chat because at that time I was streaming straight off my PS4.
And you had chat on your phone.
Or anything. Yeah. No, I didn't even have that. I had chat on the PS4 on the screen.
Oh, okay.
No, because I was looking at the VODs, unless you crop them, because it's part of your montage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, maybe did I?
I think you had it on your phone, dude. Because I know we had the option.
You're right.
I know we had the option to do that, but I don't think on that game.
Okay, you're right because I think it did show up automatically if it did do that. You're right. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I was really bad at reading chat. I was so terrible. I've gotten so much better since then.
I don't remember how I was. I don't even remember I guess. Oh no, because I had chat on screen. Because I did PT was my first one.
Okay.
And I had chat on screen, so that did help. But yeah, no, it's hard, man. It's hard to stream and read chat at the same time. Anyways, mission 16. Oh yeah, rest in peace, Ryder. Mission 16, Trader's Caravan. Chris, you said this took you a goddamn minute.
Yeah, this is one of the first missions of the game where it's like, all right, I'm starting to not have fun with this anymore. It was getting so repetitive. I just could not figure out how to beat it. So the first run I did, I think I might have told you this story already, Noise, off stream or off pod. I went to the first area because they direct you to like a little camp, right? They're like, oh, go here and gather some data or gather some intel and find out, where the truck is. So I go there And I'm taking my time because I like to explore. I like to, look around, find things and all that kind of stuff. So I go
Get your
there.
bearings too,
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And the first thing he says is like, oh, the truck's not here. It must be somewhere else. See if you can find some intel. So I was like, okay. So I have time. I don't have to like scurry off or anything is what I thought, And so I go around and I'm taking the soldiers and I'm holding them hostage and interrogating them and everything. And I, there, so there's some intel in here. So I go in there, I get the intel and it's like, oh, here's the, estimated route or whatever it says, And so I grabbed that and I was like, all right, let's see what else is around here. So I go around the base and I gather the supplies and everything and fold a few guys out who are good and move on from there. And I go on to the next base, which is that big, like, I think this actually is an airport, like a
Yes.
really big open area.
Mm-hmm.
And I get over there and again, I'm taking my time and I'm going through and there's the guy like at that beginning part there at the like that tower. And I took him out and I interrogated him and, oh, we got, blah, 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 stashes in here. So I was like, okay, cool. So I took him out and I noticed like there's not a lot of guys in here. So it's like really quiet. And I was like, oh, that's cool. It gives me plenty of time to, go through all these buildings because I had D-Dog with me. So he's alerting me to where all the guards are.
Mm-hmm.
And I go through this beginning part and there was the one guy in the tower and there were like two guys like in those buildings walking around. And that was it. So I was like, there's like nobody here. Cool. I can just go through and get whatever. So I go through all these buildings. I'm going through every room. I'm collecting all the resources and everything. And then I get I get alerted that there's some guards towards the back. And I was like, oh, that's where everyone is.
Mm-hmm.
And so I go back a little further and I see the power station, like where they have the power stuff. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go turn off the power. So I get in there and then, the sniper finds me. He's like, oh, boss, get down. There's a sniper. And so I'm like trying to hide from him. I turn off the power and I set up C4 there. And sure enough, they send one of their guards to go turn it back on. And I, CQC him and interrogate him. And, oh, there's a stash of materials here. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm going through and I'm trying to go around to get the sniper because I want to Fulton him, see if he's any good, And I'm like halfway around the back and he all of a sudden he's like, oh, boss, we just got a urgent thing from our intel saying, the truck is almost at such and such location. You need to hurry and get there. And it's like 1,200 meters away. And I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. So I get out of there as safely as I can. I try not to alert people because I don't know if they're going to send people after me or if that's going to affect the truck or anything, And so I was like, all right, I got to try to sneak out of here. And I didn't call D-Horse because I'm like, I don't know how much time I have and I don't know how it works or whatever. I'm just going to run there. And so I'm running and I'm running and I'm running. And I get to about like halfway, like 604 meters away, something like that. And he's like, oh, boss, quickly, he's almost out of the area and you're gonna fail a mission. And I'm like, what the hell? And like, of course the truck is faster moving than I am running. So I was like, well, there's nothing I can do now. So I got to restart the mission. So I restart the mission. And this time instead of gathering the materials, I just went and CQC the few guys and interrogated them or whatever. And I found another room that had some intel. And I get in there and I walk up to it and he's like, oh, I see there's some intel here, but it's nothing new, so it won't do us any good. And I was like, how do you know it's nothing new? I haven't even scanned it yet. What are you talking about? So I was like, it must be the same thing I scanned at the other little place. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to just run to this other base and see what I can do. So I run to the other base and sure enough, I'm about like 400 meters out. And he's like, oh, boss, we got, urgent intel. They're almost at this base. And so I was like, of course they are. At least this time a lot closer. So I get there and I see there's like so many guards all over the place. D-Dog is just rough, and boop, boop, boop. Just like 20 guys everywhere. And I was like, how the hell am I supposed to do this? And because I know I'm on a timer because it's like, okay, he's only going to stay here for so long and he's going to leave. And sure enough, just as I'm coming up on a hill, like behind him, and I see the guy getting ready to get into the truck, and I was like, no! So I pull out my sniper, my tranquilizer sniper, and I shoot him. And of course that, it doesn't have a silencer on it. So everyone's like, oh, CP, we, shots fired, unknown location, blah, blah, blah. And immediately wake up the guy that I just sniped, that I just tranked. So it's like, well, that didn't do me any good, but now they're at least on alert. But then I also get, I'm going through and I pull out my pistol, and I forgot that I used up the silencer on it. And so I was behind like a little shed, and I triggered a couple of guys to come up there, and I pull out my pistol and I shoot the guy, and of course it does the alert, and well, now you've alerted them, and now that they know you're chasing them, they're gonna head to their final point of destination and just book it. And I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. So I tried chasing them. Of course, they got away, and it's like, gosh dang it. So I had to start over again from the checkpoint, which was way back at the beginning. And it's like, oh my gosh. And I did this like 3 or 4 times before I learned, all right, I'm just going to start with D-Horse. Screw D-Dog. He's good for marking people, but I pretty much know where they all are at this point, And so finally I get close enough, and I knock enough guys out. I get enough of them tranked that I can get close to the truck. And then it triggers the freaking skulls. And I'm like, oh, of course. Of course they're here. And I remember like, okay, I'll hide somewhere and I'll wait for them to move by. And I went somewhere and I hid behind a building, and I had them marked so I could see where they were in relation to the truck. And they're just standing there, not going anywhere. So I was like, what the heck do I have to do? So I threw out a decoy, and like one of them went after it and started hitting it, but the other 3 stood there. And I was like, what the heck? So I tried a stun grenade, because I noticed they have the red bar and the blue bar. So I was like, maybe I can stun them. I throw the stun grenade, and before it goes off, before it had exploded, I went behind a building. Somehow it alerted them, and they knew exactly where I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. So I did. They ended up killing me, and I was like, gosh dang it, I got to start over. And it was, I had died enough times by this point that it's like, do you want to do the chicken hat? And I was like, no. Well, I had accidentally moved the cursor over to the left and selected yes. So now I have the chicken hat, and I was like, gosh dang it, I don't want this, but fine, whatever.
This is where it happened. Okay.
And so I get through again, get all the way over there. And with the chicken hat, I was told like, oh, once you have the chicken hat, they don't alert to you. So it's like, cool. I can just go up, fold in the truck real quick, run away, and they won't alert to me. Nope, it doesn't work with bosses, apparently.
No.
So they absolutely destroyed me. And then I find out there's a step beyond the chicken hat.
What?
There's a chick hat. Yeah.
Okay, that's new to me.
If you die with a chicken hat, apparently there's a chick hat.
That I didn't.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah.
What does that one do? Just even bosses?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But it said that if I use that I finish with a score of 0. So I was like, screw that. I'm not doing it.
So that's like a story mode only, like easy mode kind of thing.
I assume it's like super easy mode. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look up, see what it does. But
it prompted him with if you use the chick hat, we'll just give you credits. Come on. Just put it on.
Yeah, so I kept going through it, and it took me I started, what was it? It was yesterday afternoon I started, because I was planning on streaming as well yesterday. And I started at like, I think it was about 2:30, and I remember like I'll start streaming around 4 o'clock, even at 4:30, I'll start a little bit later, that's fine. And 4:30 ran around, and I still hadn't beaten it. And I was like, all right, I'm calling stream off. I got to focus on this, because I got to get it done for checkpoint tonight. And I didn't finish until like 6:30. So I was at that for 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
Jeez. Just that one mission?
Just that
or
one
like
mission.
Total. Oh, wow.
Just that one mission, yeah. Like one of the times I remember, like I wasn't able to fold in the truck because they shot it down. So I was like, screw it. I'm just going to jump in the truck and drive away. So I tried that. They're running and shooting me as I'm going. And of course they blew up the truck, and I was like, God dang it. And that happened to me a few times where the truck blew up. It's like, boss, the truck's gone. You failed the mission. Well, duh. Yeah. Thanks.
You're like, I'm dead too, by the way.
Yeah. Well, no, because he like jumps out of the truck before it blows up.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah. So then one time I got lucky, and they had alerted on me And I was like, screw it. I'm just going to try to fold in this thing. If it doesn't work, I don't know what I'm going to do, because they are all upon you. No matter where you go, they will follow you, and they, you can't get away. So there's no way to get rid of the alert status. And if they are near you when you try to fold in the truck, they're going to shoot you down. If you try to drive the truck, they're going to shoot you down. So you're screwed, either way. So it's like, I'm just going to try it. And I got lucky, and it Fultoned away. And so I was like, oh, congratulations, get out of there. And I was running, and they freaking killed me. And I was like, you gotta be freaking. That was the point where I was like, all right, I'm done. Like I was almost at that breaking point, and I was like, I will give it one more try. If I can't do it, I'm going to tell them, sorry, I didn't make the checkpoint today. I will try again tomorrow or something. But yeah. I had D-Horse, and this time they were alerted. I was lucky again. I was able to Fulton the truck. They're like, oh, get the hell out of there. So I was like, call D-Horse, run like the wind, bullseye, and I was able to just get out in time. And it's like, oh, you made it out of the mission area. Congratulations. And I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. I absolutely hated this mission. It was by far the worst one I've done so far.
Yeah.
Just like, I could not figure out how to get them away from that truck and to get there to where they wouldn't notice me. And it's like, I remember there was one point where I had gotten like all the guards, I had gotten rid of all of them, every single one. But then the one comes in with the truck, and you have to get rid of him. But you can't get too close, because then you trigger them. And so like, there's no way to Fulton him out of there. I had Fultoned everyone else out of there, every single guard, even from like the surrounding little bases. I got rid of everyone, because I was like, I don't want to take any chances. I got everyone out of there. And this was long before the truck came. This was, I just went straight there with D-Horse. And it's funny, because every time I like would interrogate someone, they're like, oh, the truck's not here yet. I was like, good. I don't care. And so I took everyone down and Fultoned them out of there. I didn't care what their score was. I didn't care at that point. I was like, just get out of here. I don't want you waking up and causing more problems, becoming a zombie or whatever. And so I got everyone out of there except for the one guard that has to drive the truck in. I Fultoned both of the tanks out of there. Got rid of them. And then, of course, there's that one guy left that becomes a zombie. And I tranked him. And I remember I like tried to go into... No, I hid somewhere. There's that like building up there, kind of like on a hill, little bit of a hill. And then you can go like down underneath and hide under there. And they freaking saw me under there. And I was so pissed off. I was like, how? How do they see me when I'm hiding under here?
Yeah. They'll see you. Chris, so quick question though. How did you Fulton the tanks though? Like after they pop out of the cargo bay? Like the skulls were already out on the map?
No. This was before.
Way before that. Okay.
Yeah.
How were the tanks not shooting at you, or?
No, because I was able to sneak up behind them. Because one tank is faced like one way and the other was faced the other way.
Okay.
And again, by this time, I had gotten all the soldiers out of there, so there was none of them to alert. And the tanks are faced opposite directions, so I was like, I just sneak up behind the tank, Fulton it out of here, and I did the same to the other one. As long as you don't get within a certain radius of that truck, you don't trigger those guys.
You don't trigger that. Yep. Yeah. I kind of forgot it was this mission myself, but keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. So I finally got through just by the skin of my teeth, and I was like, I don't care what I missed. I really don't. I am not coming back to this mission.
Chris,
again.
If you actually get an S rank on that mission, Pops dies, and Rose is never born.
Good. I don't care. That's fine. I don't care.
Do you know what
I know you're baiting me. I know it, and I don't care. I'm never doing that mission again. I don't care. Never gonna happen.
Because
Nanomachine son, yeah.
Nanomachine son.
German, how'd you do on this one?
So this one, oh man. So I kind of, I thought it was a different mission. I was like, oh, I know what mission this is. So I'll still leave some stuff out of it for spoiler's sakes. Then I was like, I'm going to go do this real quick. And normally these kinds of missions, sometimes like until you start doing certain flags, the game won't do shit, So I was like, I'm just going to go clear this whole section out, just do stuff,
Mm-hmm.
No, those tanks start rolling on their own. They start going eventually, right? Like they're not waiting for your ass. So next thing I know, your cause was like, "Oh, the truck is left," and I heard them, but I was like, "Oh, whatever, whatever." I'll get them eventually. I'll get them. Don't worry. Next thing I know, so then I have horse. I always bring horse with me. So I was like, you know what? I was like, screw it. I'm like, oh, because he said, Snake, you better hurry up or something like that. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, I thought this was a certain mission. I'm like, I guess not. So I get on horse and I start riding towards him like hell, like Chris. It's kind of like Chris. I'm chasing down these tanks, chasing them down, and I try to get their attention by shooting a bullet, because usually if you shoot a bullet, they at least stop because they're like, whoa, someone shot at us. Let's find out who's who, And it's funny because it doesn't trigger the reflex mode so the tanks technically haven't seen me, but yet they're shooting right at me. So I was like, so I thought I was caught. I was like, oh, I got caught. So fuck it. I'm just gonna run up to it and start throwing my smoke and start attracting them.
I thought you were gonna start punching it.
No. So I start, heading towards his tank, and then it goes into reflex mode. And I was like, wait, you were shooting at me, clearly, like, whatever. So I actually died. I straight up just got blasted, off of my fucking horse, and I died. Like, cool, whatever. Reset. So I reset the mission again, and then fucking, I was like, I'm gonna get ahead of the tanks and stop them and stuff like that, these tanks were just not cooperating with me. So long story short, I eventually was like, okay,
I'm an enemy or something.
Right, no, right. I was like, I'm gonna go try and find the truck, because even Kaz says like, oh, you can beat them to the truck. And I was like, cool. I was like, where's the truck? I was just kind of overthinking it, where it would be. And next thing I know, like Chris says, oh, they've made it past a certain checkpoint. Personally, I don't think I was out there that fucking long, but apparently I was. And he's like, oh, they made it past the checkpoint, and I was like, oh, and I looked at my map. They were like, way the fuck after. So I started riding like the wind again. And, or maybe actually I was probably looking for a truck or looking for all the, second, the unknown objectives. I was like, oh, what else could I do on this map? And next thing is like, hey, if they make it out of the zone, mission failed or whatever. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I literally called in this one I was like, I don't give a fuck. Right where the trucks were at, it happens to be the oil field, right where you did that one mission.
Yep.
I called in a sleep attack, a sleep bomb, right? Sleep bombing, because I called it in. I kept riding the horse. I'm like, all right, let me get there, right? And it literally goes, attack commencing soon, whatever. And it's like, attack commenced or whatever. And I hear the because I'm like literally riding. I'm like, maybe 200-300 feet out. I see like the little missiles or whatever, the bombs coming down. I hear one of them pop, and then all of a sudden, cutscene, and the fucking cargo truck is being loaded onto some fucking some boat. And literally during the cutscene, you can still see like the three other bombs like fucking hit, like no smoke comes out, but you see like three little bombs. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I just missed that. Oh, he got away. Mission failed, boss. I was like, wow, by fucking seconds, I missed that shit, I was like, all right, cool. So I'm like, let's do this shit again. I'm like, at least I know where they end. So this time I was like, I'm not going to chase these idiots down. I literally went, called in a Jeep, parked it on the road, put my horse, made him poop a bunch of times just in case they ignored the horse or some shit, right? And I literally sat there and waited. I actually even called in a resupply, because I'm like, I'm going to use up all my smokes on these fuckers, right? Because I was like, I'm not playing, taking any chances. I was a little pissed like you, Chris. I didn't play that long, but I was already pissed. Sure enough, they come and there's like, burp. I threw some smokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 smokes. Resupplied 1, 2, 3. Just a shit of smoke. Got the first tank out of there. Went around the back. Got the second tank out of there. Right, and then I started approaching the fucking the truck, and that's when the skulls pop out. And I was like, oh shit! I'm like, okay. I'm like, I hella forgot about all this. All right. So I kind of like, backed off a little bit. They didn't see me yet. Now, when we were extracting cause, I was trying to, remember I asked you guys, like, how did you guys sneak by them? You're like, oh, really easy. And I was like, I couldn't sneak by them. If you shoot anything at them, if you throw a magazine at them, if you even fucking sneeze towards them, they will fucking be alerted, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, don't do that this time, because they didn't know where I was yet. So one of them actually happened to I got the little like, oh, I see something suspicious over there. And he fucking starts, zombie walking my way. So I was like crawling on the floor, like, get the fuck out, get the fuck out, get the fuck out. I backed off far enough where he just lost me. And I noticed they were all coming my way. So I was like, oh, I'm going to kind of, hoard them as far as I can, because I was kind of being a little impatient too. So I hoarded them kind of far enough, because they just kind of walked towards your direction, at least for me, even though they didn't know where I was. And I went around.
For me.
Really? And then I went around, and then the truck driver, he's all zombified and shit, right? And I was like, will he fucking react? And I shot at him, and even he triggers the fucking reaction. And so I was like, fuck, great. So I run up to the truck, fucking Fulton it. And literally, I was gonna full team the guy, but I said, because I remember I scoped him and I was like, he's not that good. And I fuck it, get out of here, Snake. And I get on fucking so on Bee's Knees, I will say this, Chris, I did kill all the I don't know if I mentioned it last time, I did kill all the skulls without using the honeybee. I did not use the honeybee. I killed them a different tactic.
Okay.
I kind of tried doing it this time and they were not cooperating with me, and I was like, fuck it, I'm out. So I got on D-Horse and I started riding the fuck out, even though I forgot there was a Jeep. Now that I'm talking about my mission, I forgot I had a goddamn Jeep. So I get on D-Horse like, yeah, and I'm fucking riding like crazy. And I pulling up the iDroid, and it makes me mad that like Kaz is always like, remember, when you use the iDroid, time stand doesn't stop still. You can even walk while using it. Well, fucking D-Horse stops when you use the iDroid, right? So you pop up the iDroid.
I tried that. I tried walking while you can't.
You have to push X, and it makes it like a little minimized it. It'll minimize it, and you can walk.
Like a mini map,
yeah. But either way, still D-Horse will stop like just like
X or A.
X, I believe it was, but I don't remember off the top of X. But point being is, I was like trying to get out of the mission zone or whatever, and I thought I was riding the right direction. I'm riding for days, and these guys are shooting me like crazy. I mean, I'm like, I got to like the heart pumping like 3 fucking times, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna die, don't die. And finally I was like, dude, I've been driving for minutes, and I was like, I popped on my map hella quick again, and I was like, dude, I'm like, I guess I kept going in circles, because there's like obviously terrain that you can't go over with D-Horse, so I go around, and so I was like, I guess we're going in circles for God knows how long. So I fucking put a marker like north, head fucking north. So I rode out of there, and I got out of there. So I was a little frustrated, not as much as you were, but I did get a little frustrated with this mission section. But that was my experience overall. And like I said, I tried killing them, and normally I have a little strat that I use to kill them, but they were not doing it. They were not falling for my baits this time, so I had to get the fuck out of there. So yeah, that was my experience. Other than like the fact that I failed it. Like I said, that one time where like the cutscene played, I'm like, fuck, I just missed it. I didn't like this mission either. Not too much at all. I did find it a little annoying.
Yeah, I don't know, because they have that blue bar, which means you can do non-lethal to them, and damage them. But I tried it. I tried with the sniper. I tried with the pistol. I tried stunning them. Nothing was working. So like, how do I need to upgrade my stuff? I don't know. Like, because they had some pretty heavy armor on. So
yeah. These ones like got all calcified, kind of like, right. I don't know if the other ones did too.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this much for sure. I'm actually carrying around a, like I said, rubber bullet assault rifle. Versus I
didn't even think about that. Yeah.
When we first encountered them, I was using just a regular assault rifle, just a regular M4 or whatever it is. And on the honeybee mission, I had that one. So I did use that one. I was shooting at them. And like I said, I was just getting, doing my little technique, and it was working. So I don't know if the rubber bullets just really don't let that happen, or they just will do it randomly. I'm not really sure. I just know that I was getting my ass beat for sure, man. So I had to get out of there. I was not gonna fucking die, even though I guess checkpoint would have been right there. But I was like, nope, I'm not gonna take a chance and fucking have to repeat and get pissed off.
As far as I know, checkpoint is not right there.
What was that?
Oh no, it was. Never mind. You're right.
It was the
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So what about you, Noise?
You guys, when Chris was telling me he took hours on this one, I was like, you're gonna be pissed when I tell you what I did.
Jeez.
So, first of all, I was fucking around trying to get the itinerary for the airport, which that made me restart the mission a bunch of times, because I would get over there, I'd get caught on the way back or some bullshit, and I was like, God fucking damn it! I was like, you know what? I'll grab it later. So basically, I intercepted the caravan. The caravan? No, what is it called? What do we called it?
The escort, the tanks.
Yeah, is that what we called
the
it?
Cargo truck. It's called a caravan, yeah.
Oh, okay, I was right. Okay, when it's multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I intercepted the caravan before they got to the second stop, right? Because they start at one spot, then there's
How'd
like a
you intercept
midpoint.
it though? Like using Jeep or yourself or?
Well, let me tell you.
Okay.
So I have D-Horse. D-Horse will stop them for a second in the middle of the road. And so basically they go to a stop, right? They're like, ha, get the hell out of the way. And I basically right there just trigger. Yeah, I came in through their right side, right? I don't know if that was like south or north or what the fuck. but I was I crawling? Yeah, I was crawling just so that they wouldn't like 100% spot me.
Mhm.
So I got close enough to trigger the skulls. So all 4 of them came out. And what I did was something similar to what German did. I just started crawling back slowly, luring them away from the main truck until they were far enough that I could just circle around, flank the truck. The driver is, he's zombified, like you said. He will not trigger the skulls if they are far apart enough. So I just walked right by him, got in the truck, drove west or whatever, wherever it was that the mission border is, and that was it.
So, him spotting you doesn't trigger them. It was me shooting that triggered them.
I think it's also that he was far enough away from them. I think if I would have shot him,
okay,
I think he also would not have triggered them.
Just the distance.
Yeah, I made sure that they were a good distance away. And
and I was gonna lure him further, but I was like, fuck it. I'm like, it's plenty for me to take the truck because I got the truck, no problem. It was once they got alerted, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, and I mean, and that was my final attempt. I think it took me like 3 or 4 attempts because I was trying to figure out their AI. I was like, okay, fucking, how far away? What do I do? This and that, and because sometimes they would catch me, and I'm like driving away with the truck. I'm like, maybe I could fucking outrun them with the truck.
Yeah.
But no, these fucking guys run in front of the truck.
Oh yeah. And they will shoot you. Yeah. And
not just shoot, but they will jump in and with their
some
swords.
of those, yeah.
They'll fucking down your fucking engine.
Yep.
Are you serious? I've never seen that because I've never driven.
They fucking down your fucking your goddamn engine.
Down thrust.
The downward, the link downward thrust, and fucking explode your engine. And it's just they get real fucking aggressive. But that was probably like my 4th or 5th attempt. But that's basically it. I actually spent most of my time trying to get the stupid itinerary and making it back because I was like, I don't want them to get to this airport because that's the was it the airport?
Yeah, that's where they pick up the fucking truck, I believe.
No. Where Chris was, where it's like there's a million soldiers fucking.
Yeah.
Is it the airport?
In the back.
Yeah,
in the back. Yeah,
the backside of the airport. Yeah. Because I know I'm like, if you let them go, you that's where you got to go do it, and it's a fucking nightmare. I've done it too, where I've gotten over there, triggered them, and also walked away, or not walked away, but crawled away. I've done it before, but it's so much worse because you're surrounded by way more fucking soldiers. But it is possible to do there too. And I was like, nope, I don't want to do that. And I was like, maybe I can catch him beforehand. And that's what I did. I didn't get S rank just because I took so long to pull them away from the truck.
What did I get? Let me see what I got.
So I'm curious because it works for both you and German. How far away from the truck were you guys when they were like just going after you naturally or just wandering away?
Far away from the truck?
Yeah, how far from the truck were you?
For me, I was about
100 feet.
Because remember, not even for me, because 30, because I was like, I got the first tank, and then I, went around, got the second tank, the one behind the truck, the convoy, and then I started scooting up to the convoy. So like I said, when that happened, it's a cutscene. So the game placed me, I guess, a little further back than I originally was, I'm assuming. And that's when that one skull saw me and was like, who? And I backed up. So I wasn't that far at all, wherever the game placed me.
Okay, I don't know how you got to the tanks before the cutscene happened for them to pop out.
I don't know. Because like I said, remember, I intercepted them in the road. Like they were towards the end. They were almost to the oil fields. Like literally almost to the oil fields. So like I said, I had Jeep. Further. So first it was horse, then it was poop, then it was Jeep. So I had 3 lines of measure to stop them, as best I could. So I don't know.
Yeah, because I couldn't get near the tanks. The second I got near the convoy, it would trigger the cutscene.
Really?
And once the cutscene's triggered, those tanks don't do anything anymore.
They don't because they're zombified, huh?
Yeah. They don't attack anymore.
Fuck. Yeah, see? Shit. If I would have known. As soon as we were talking about this, I was like, dude, those tanks were probably fucking zombified too. Not the tanks, but the drivers. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, and the only guy that gets out is the driver of the actual truck. So I mean, I had to figure all that out just by experimenting. But once I figured that out, I was like, I'm just gonna drive away as long as I'm far enough away.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have been to that camp. I think it's the second stop for them because I know it's after the airfield that they stopped there. It's the one where you get that first warning, like, we have the urgent intel from blah 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 that they're almost at camp. So that's where that's where I end up fighting them. That's where there's all those guys all over the place, and I just got rid of them all. By the way, German, when you were saying like it seemed like it was like really quick when you got that notification, it was the opposite for me because I got there and I was like, okay, I got to somehow get rid of all these guys before they get here, and I had plenty of time to do that. And I'm waiting around, and I was like, where is this truck? Like, do I need to go somewhere to like trigger that to happen?
Yeah.
And then soon enough, like I get the Codec, like, oh, they're on their way. They're almost at the camp. And I was like, well, it's about freaking time. Last time they were here within 3 minutes, now, of
That's
course,
what I'm saying. My first time
3
felt
hours
quick.
later, it's like, now we're arriving.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what
No,
the
my
heck?
first time was quick. My second time felt like it took a little longer. And my third time was when I did it was where I literally just went to the oil field. So I'm like, I know they come this way. This is the route they take. So I'm gonna intercept them here. And I waited there for days. I was like, yeah, I'm just fucking sitting around, just waiting for them to show the fuck up. Like I said, I did so much poop on because I was like, because at first I only had Jeep and horse, and I was like, oh yeah, the poop. And I literally sat there like, go. I'm like, hey, let me see how much poop I can fucking spawn in before they get here. So I just pooped a shitload, and I was like, all right, I'm fucking bored of pooping. I was like, where the fuck are these assholes? By the way, it's funny because you technically don't get identify transport truck if you're not the one that identified it. If it gets to the point where the intel team's like, oh, here's where it's at, it's en route to this place, since I guess you didn't do it, it doesn't give you the fucking check for that, so that I didn't get that. And then I also brought up the truck driver because I was gonna take him and I didn't, and that's a fucking check, one of the missions as well, the mission task.
Oh, to get the driver.
And yeah, the transport. I'm like, bitch, I was gonna grab his ass and I didn't. God damn it! So I was a little pissed off.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with that base. There's a building. So where they park, right? There's the tank in front, the truck, and then the tank in back. The tank in front, to the right of it, there's a building like right there, and then on the other side, there's another small building. On the other side of the other small building, there's a dumpster. I was behind that dumpster. If I remember correctly, it was about 60 meters away from the truck. That's where I was. And I sat there for a good 5 to 6 minutes waiting for them to move, and they didn't move an inch from that freaking truck. So I don't know if I need to be further away, if I need to like do line of sight without them actually alerting on me, or what I need to do. But they stuck around there forever.
Yeah.
And like like I said, even when I throw in decoys and stuff, they'd go like one at a time, and one guy would go after it, and then the other three would stay there. And it's like, what the hell? Like, how do I get them away from the truck? Because I was thinking the exact same thing, the second time after I had, alerted them or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, let me do like I was supposed to do that one mission and wait for them to wander out of the way, and I'll swing around wide and do that. But they never moved for me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not line of sight because they've definitely lost line of sight with me, and we're still just. I remember that was such an annoying mechanic because I was just like, dude, can you guys stop coming into my direction?
Yeah. That's what I feel too, Chris.
Like, now I can just use it against them.
Yeah,
and it's just like, okay.
That's what
I wish that had happened to me.
That's what I was saying, Chris, too, because I was like, I kind of was under the impression of like it's a cutscene and these guys are quote unquote bosses, so they know where you're at, kind of thing. Like that's why I wasn't surprised he was coming after me necessarily, but it's interesting that they just weren't for you. That's super.
Yeah.
That's
weird.
And then again, it brings me back to the whole like the first time when you're rescuing Miller, when I was like, how the hell did you guys get, I was like, just wait. And I was like, whatever. I was like,
yeah, they'll walk right by you.
Yeah. So maybe I will go back and try that again. Just to test to see, like, do I need to be farther away, or do I need to like,
because basically
get that like notice thing where that white thing comes up or whatever, and then use that to lure them away or something. I don't know. But yeah, I need to try something to see what was going on, because I sat there for a long time and they were not moving.
Yeah, once the cutscene happens, just like just crawl, just go prone, and then make sure that they're following you, because it takes them for fucking ever.
They do, yeah.
For all four of them to finally like be in your eyesight and just be like, okay, are they all there? Like, okay, oh, they are walking towards me. Yeah, that took like a good, I don't know, 5 minutes to get him away from the fucking truck, far enough that I was just like, okay. And I would just get up and then I'd literally run around them, because they still know where you are though. Even though you're running around, you could see that they're like they're kind of like looking in your direction as you're running
Mhm.
around them.
Yeah.
But they're so slow that it's just like, I don't care. I'm gonna get to this truck before you fucking get to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
that was another thing. There was one time, and I think it happened with one of the tanks, thankfully. I was doing the extraction, and because they have that fog that comes out,
Mhm.
I hadn't paid attention that the percentage went down for extraction. I went to extract one of the tanks
Nice.
and it said extraction failed. And I was like, I am so glad that did not happen with the truck. I would have been so pissed.
Dude.
I saw that too, Chris, and I was like, oh man, if this fails, I'm gonna fucking kill someone. I did see it too.
Because I think it was like 70% or something like that, 80%. So I was like, it's probably gonna work. But then that tank failed, and I was like, oh, if that had been the truck, I would have that might have been the last time I tried that mission.
Yeah.
But yeah, I eventually got through it, and I was like, I'm glad it's over. I haven't played it since then. I will be honest. I was just like, I need a little time off after that mission. So
No, yeah, there's definitely missions like that where you're just like, nope, I'm gonna walk away for a bit.
Yeah. So
yeah, and the way I'm playing is definitely testing my creativity because like I have nothing. Like I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like I can't Fulton out this truck. I can't Fulton out these tanks. I can't fight the fucking the skulls. Like what the fuck do I do? So I have to like really, really improvise. This was the only one that wasn't like that was easy. Like it just hey, that worked out for me. I literally had to be like, okay, I have to get these guys away from the fucking truck.
Yeah. I wish there was a way, and I don't know why there isn't, or maybe there is, and I just haven't done it yet. Because you can sneak up on people in trucks, like you can Fulton them, you know. If there was a way to like, if you can open the door and like quickly throw them out and slam them on the ground or whatever, and not get noticed or even like a reflex or whatever.
I think you can.
Okay.
I might be tripping. I think you just need to sneak up on the truck and press Y to get in there, and you'll just like Grand Theft Auto it pretty much. Okay. But I don't believe they get knocked out. I think you just pull them out, throw them on the ground.
I haven't tried, so
yeah, it's literally just the get out and just throw them out of the fucking truck and drive away. I think that's all that happens.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was Checkpoint Trader's Caravan. I do have a question about your interactions with Paz. Did you only go in there once?
I went in there a second time, but she was still laying down, so I didn't like really do anything. So I don't know if you noticed in the descriptions of the wandering soldiers side ops. I haven't paid attention. No.
Okay, because I don't exactly remember how many of those have you done?
2, I think.
Okay.
I know I did the one because you were there to see me right when I got hit. No, you weren't there. I told you about it. Where I like tried to sneak up on him and he saw me and like threw me down on the ground and I had to like press a button and wiggle the left stick to wake up
because he knocks you out.
Yeah. So I know I did that one. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I did a second one too. I know it popped up, and I know you said like do those whenever they pop up. So I believe I've done 2 of them.
So those are linked to Paz.
Okay.
Because you showed her a picture, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you get more pictures out of these guys.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't want you to be like, oh, going to see Paz, nothing's happening. They're linked to the wandering soldiers, basically.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every time you do one, you get to interact with Paz again.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you'd like to go find out what's happening, like want more story out of her, if it helps you accept the fact that she's alive, just accept it. Just like Kiefer Sutherland is Snake now.
Fine. All right.
Call me Snake.
But yeah, okay. Next checkpoint is mission 20.
Okay.
20. Okay.
It is called Voices.
Excellent.
So yeah, so 4 more missions, 4 more main opses. Yep, and then you will do voices.
Okay.
Yeah, guess what, guys?
Ooh.
Sweet.
Yeah. See if you can guess who this is.
Hello, Codec Call Boy. It is Danny boy, Daniel, whatever.
It's Robot.
You guys call me. But I'm calling in once again not to really give an update on the status of any of the film stuff or listening to, because ever since I last called, I've just been listening every week. And, I told Noise in a stream about the status of the film projects at the moment. So when I do have news on that, I'll call back about that. But what I am calling about, and if anyone was listening, I guess that was in the Discord last week when this happened, there was a press event for Metal Gear Solid Delta in New York City, which is where I work. So on a whim, these past day or two, I rode by there on my little skateboard on the way to work and had some chats with the security out front. Just casual conversations, not really expecting to get in there. More so to just like get a picture of the outside and send it to you guys. I thought it would look funny. But surprisingly, on the second day of the press event, and apparently this is the last day, I rode by to see if there was anything new, and they let me in. They were like, "Hey man, you want to just come in here?" So they gave me a green wristband, and they let me in there. And I guess I'll let you guys know what that was like, what I saw in there. At the front, it was a little booth of like artwork and like fashion stuff, like jackets and hats and socks and t-shirts that were apparently limited to people who were invited to that event. So they allowed me to scan a QR code and purchase some of that. And I did. I didn't have a lot of money on me, but I got myself a little medallion that apparently was numbered. I don't know what number I have. It's in my bag.
Dude.
And a t-shirt for my partner, because she's not just my partner in life, but my partner in creative endeavors, and she did so much heavy lifting on all this Metal Gear film stuff we've been working on. And Snake Eater is like the one song she likes from it, so I figured I'd get her a Snake Eater shirt from this event.
That's cool.
But all that was at the front. There was this very friendly like artist who apparently designed the cover of the game, and he was signing copies of the poster for people who were able to buy some of those. And they led us into another room, and this other room was full of lilies. It was a big like field of white lilies, and on the walls they were projecting. You probably
Part two. Yes, he got cut off there. But yeah, he's talking about the room with the lilies. So here's part two.
Sorry, I got cut off there. I rambled too much. I'll try to keep this much more quick, I guess. But in that room with the lilies, they're projecting the scene from the end of Snake Eater, where the boss and Snake have, we've all played Snake Eater if you're listening to this part of the podcast.
German, you know.
Spoilers, goddammit.
There was not many people there. I think after they let me in, they cut it off. They weren't letting anyone else in. And that we were going to be allowed down into a room that had PCs and PlayStation 5s for us to play the game freely for an hour. All they asked is that we don't take out our phones while we're down there. They don't want anyone to take pictures of the gameplay or, any of that kind of stuff.
Sure.
But I can explain it to you, which is, I guess, what I'm doing now. And I think that was the intention. They wanted people to go back and write in their magazines and their websites about what it was like to go through the experience and then eventually play the beginning of the game. They led us down these green corridors, which showed off some artwork from the game and some, I guess, merchandise that will be coming out later. From it, some really like super dope jackets that I would have absolutely bought one of those jackets if it didn't cost like $100 a piece.
Man,
they were really nice.
I know you can't hear me, but you should have told me. I would have hella Venmoed you money.
And finally, we got to the room where the games are. They had a bunch of people dressed in like foxhound dress greens and like fatigues, but they were just like, the staff of the event, press people, just like friendly people, security. I sat down at a PC and I got started. And from what I played, I played a little bit through the Virtuous mission up until the part where Ocelot is introduced. And I mean, it's Snake Eater. I can't really complain about that. It is the beginning of Snake Eater, almost exactly how I remembered it. It opened up with the difficulty menu where you get to choose, unlike in the original game where it just had the options of I like Metal Gear Solid 1 or I like Metal Gear Solid 2. I like both and I've never played any. It had every single one, including Peace Walker and MGSV.
Really?
I picked MGSV just because I wanted to get an honest experience out of this, and that's the one I probably would have picked. And I picked the modern control scheme just to see how it felt because also, to be honest, gameplay-wise, I'm much closer to Chris's gameplay style, which is apparently not very good. So I just picked normal, I picked the modern controls, and I let the game start. It opens with the same old cutscene we recognize. I watched that whole thing down just because, that's the reason I was there, to see it all play out. And once I finally got...
All right, part 3.
All right, I'm so sorry. This is the second time I've been cut off. Oh, I promise this will be the last one. I'm sorry, Noise. If any of this is going for too long, you can tell me to never call again. I'm sorry.
Never apologize.
But, the gameplay finally started. And once it did, I was greeted with the new filter for the game, which is just like very plain looking. I immediately went to the controls and set the piss filter on. I want the piss filter, and the piss filter looked gorgeous. The animations were gorgeous. The models were so beautiful. It was playing really well. The controls were fun to use. I did have to turn up the mouse sensitivity because the mice that they had there we didn't have mouse pads. It was just on like camo tablecloth. But they did have an array of Xbox controllers out that had all the different camos from the game, and that was really cool.
Huh.
Once I was in the game, like I said, I really liked the new controls. But there is some things, because it is so faithful to the original layout of the game, that it is a little bit janky. And I did die a couple times going through the mud. That was on me, because I'm a doofus. And overall, if you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to field some if I missed anything. I do have to head inside now, but always a pleasure, boys. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Danny Boy, for all that info, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I'm going to say this. I thought he was like invited or he bought tickets or something. This motherfucker straight up infiltrated this event, dude.
Yeah, dude. He did. Yeah, I didn't think about that way.
You're like, you got in there without a cardboard box. You just what do you call it? Befriended these guards, You're like, hey man, what's going on in there? You guys build anything top secret? Not that I care, Then eventually you're like, hey, you want to come in? Like,
what's Metal Gear?
Magazines distracted him.
Yeah,
he fucking got in, bro.
That's awesome. That's incredible. That's cool. Thank you for the picks. Thank you for the calls. I really do mean it. I really wish if you had known you were going to infiltrate this, man, I would have sent you some money. Like, get me some shit, dude, and get something for yourself, dude. That's fucking cool as hell.
Yeah. And I had no idea that's how he got in.
Yeah.
Until I heard this message. I was hearing this at the same time you guys were hearing it. So I was like, what the hell? That's fucking awesome.
Shit.
Oh man, fucking crazy.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah. And guess what? One more thing.
New message received.
Nice.
So this was for our last episode 69. Nice. From Harry, who messaged us 2 months ago on Rising Revengeance.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He says, wow, hearing my name on a podcast is quite surreal and awesome. Anyways, Weekly Planet listeners are called Weekly Wackadoos. Remember, I was like, what the hell's a wackadoo?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, but in all fairness, I don't think they've even used that term in ages. Another great episode, my dudes. I'm very, with the V in parentheses, excited to hear Chris's thoughts once this game is done. Funny enough, I saw this comment about the wackadoos, and I was like, oh yeah, because during COVID is when I found these guys. There's nothing to do but listen to podcasts, right? Because the world is shut down. And I'd gone back to their back catalog because these guys have been doing the podcast since Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, right? So it's like, I don't even know, fucking ages ago. And yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I do remember them calling the fans wackadoos, or I don't know if the fucking fans themselves called themselves that, but I was like, I do remember that term.
Yeah.
And then like a day or two later, Danny Boy also tells me the same thing, and I was like, yes. I was like, yeah, like now I remember, like, for sure. But yeah, thanks you guys for clearing up the wackadoos thing, because I would not have remembered. Because and Danny Boy too was just like, oh yeah, I've gone through their back catalog like twice now. I'm like, dude, that is so many. Like they have so much content, it's fucking bonkers. And Danny Boy is also a subscriber to their bonus stuff, and they have a shit ton of things too. So it's kind of nuts. He said he's been like subscribing since like day one of them, which is nuts. But yeah, thank you guys for the comments. Now that I can see them.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll check one more thing, and we can get the hell out of here because it's late.
It is a little late.
To kind of touch upon what he was saying, like he was wondering what I think of it at the end. So far, I know in the beginning I was kind of skeptical of it. It's not my snake, blah blah blah. Over time, it has really grown on me, especially the open world aspect of it. So it really is. I'm enjoying it for the most part, like a lot. I think the pause thing is mostly a joke. Like it doesn't bother me that much. I just made a big deal of it for fun, just to challenge German. That was most of it.
Yes, Konami and Steamy's not really going to go.
I'm not going to actually come murder you. Please don't put me on an FBI list.
Let's clear that up.
But yeah, like I said, this last mission was a bit rough, but it's not going to deter me from finishing it. I am going to definitely do what I can to see the game through. But it has very much grown on me so far. I don't see it really taking a left turn anytime soon, unless something really big or bad happens. And even then, it's like the actual gameplay is so much fun for me that I think it'll mostly overshadow that. So I think in the end, I'm going to have a pretty positive view of it, but we will see. I am going to, like I said, keep an open mind, and continue playing, and things can change. It could go back to bad again. We'll see. But as of right now, I am very much enjoying it. So that's so far. That's the status quo, I guess. So
yeah. All right. Well, you guys, thank you guys so much for listening to Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast. If you would like to get a hold of us, you can do so through email at fans.pixelbenders@gmail.com, or you can leave us a Codec message like Danny Boy did at 209-791-0995. But of course, the best way to hang out with us is our Discord. Come on in, absolutely free. Link in the description below. Or you can interact with us on Twitch. Links for our Twitches are also down below. If you'd like to support the pod as well as the other pods that we do, you can do so through Patreon. You get live access to pod recordings, early access episodes. You get a chance to be one of our guests, and you get bonus content like movie reviews, film commentary, and Let's Plays. And if you leave a review with some words, I will read them out, as I did with the comment that on Spotify. So, and if you would like to, we'd really appreciate if you shared us on your socials. I have been your host, Noise.
Guys, I'm Riser.
And I'm Dammit Chris.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode. And don't forget, you're pretty good.